Hey Scotty, how you doing? How you doing, Forever Love? How you guys this morning? Hope everyone's good. I'll pop to the shop. I'll be back soon.
Get the fuck out of here.
Kevin, come on over here and tell him what time it is.
Hey Chills, how you doing? Great to see you, dude. I'm just gonna pop to the shop. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Oh, that's nice, Kevin. All right, now get out of here. I got this feeling inside, can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing the point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside, can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing the point. I need a coffee and a joint. Coffee and a joint.
Hey, good morning, Jax. How you doing?
Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint.
I'm back in a sec, guys.
Coffee in the joint, come on, man. Yo, higher than an F-16 in Walgreens. Trying to find some eye drops at the bottom of the Listerine. What? Well, I'm Mr. Clean when I step on the scene. But yo, how did I get here? And what does this all mean? The last thing I remember was way back in September. Johnny had a doobie, it was groovy, full of pleasure. But I probably didn't measure the amount I should have taken. Now I'm standing on the feeling, and this feeling got me shaking. Yo, I get the bacon with my better crocker, baby. We dishing out delectables, yeah. They tasty, so yeah, it's amazing. Now come and get this slice. And if they try to take my herb, I'll say, take my wife. But Kevin, you're not married. Oh shit, it's getting scary. I'm mixing up my history, my memories are buried. And I don't have a clue what's real or imaginary. So take heed, my children, cause this story's cautionary. Yeah, I got this feeling inside, can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing the point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside, can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. What? Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Come on now. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Coffee in the joint. So I was standing in the corner of the kitchen by myself, eyeing up the pop brownies on the top shelf. I'm thinking maybe just a nibble or do, but I didn't eat dinner, so I gobbled down too. Oh shit, I fucking blew it. Yo, I got to keep this conversation fluid. Yeah, too high to function. I'm feeling like a clown at a funeral luncheon. I'm a goner, man, I've reached my marijuana maximum consumption. Yeah, goddamn hors d'oeuvre, threw my knife for a curve. But I could be the hero that this party deserves. So I boot and rally, sink the last cup. Turns out it was my team's cup. Fuck, I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a joint. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. What? Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Alright. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Yo, what? Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Yeah. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Alright. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Yeah. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Coffee in the joint. Yo, that's right. Let's take him out. Man, I'm terrible at smoking weed. That's okay. I'll handle it. Thanks, you. Sugar Shack gonna take us like way far. It's like S to the U-G-A-R. Sugar Shack gonna take us like way far. Yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm puffing green clouds, no worries unwind. And I sip my coffee, black gold sunshines. Ain't containing my vibe, no gates on my sky. Take it easy, take flight, we just ride, ride, ride. Through steam, dreaming free in the days, clean G's. Living life out loud, not in silent discreet. To the wake, to the bake, got my mind in time. In my zone, all alone, I define my grind. Sheesh, cloudy room where the beats just flow. Rhyme and brew in my cup, it's a show. No bars around, but the spirits they climb. In my peace, in my space, it's sublime. You put a joint in one hand, coffee in the other. Road gates, just open roads to discover. Loosen up, breathe in, feel that grind. Up here soaring, I'm one of a kind. Unwind, bring it to the beat, alright. Yeah, it's all feel to myself. No always be sitting with just cheap. Eyes low, feeling slow like molasses. Unwind, just another day grooving, peace of mind. No fences, no walls in my laid back shrine. Riding waves of the day, letting life's knots untwine. My green escape, caffeine keeps at me. Rhythmic heart, chill soul, feeling the beat. Mixing blends, burning ends, life's a treat. My own sanctuary where all good vibes meet. In my haven, in my keep, where the hours are mine. Living bold, living free like a grape on the vine.
Listen, everybody.
to heaven and then pay to get in. Where you'll be free from original sin. If you'd like to book your reservation, please see me later. Don't talk about the pedophiles in the church. Oh no, that's a very taboo subject that no one should mention. So I'll just casually continue with the song as we all try to pretend we don't know what's going on. Hey, hey, what's going on today? Whoa, hey, hey, in the battle. Hey, hey, what's going on today? Hey, hey, in the battle today. Good, good. So let's get back onto the main important subject that was cash. I do believe, did you know that we need more? There are many church roofs that need retilling in the winter. Not to mention all the crippled and the sick and all the poor. So please give the church some cash if you can. And you'll make our sky god a very happy man. Hey, hey, what's going on today? Hey, hey, in the valley today. Oh, I wonder. What's going on today? Hey, hey, in the valley. What's hidden in those vaults? Hide the truth from the masses. Hey, hey, what's going on today? Shining, happy people laughing. Meet me in the crowd. People, throw your love around. Love me, take it into town. Happy, put it in the ground where the flowers grow. Gold and silver shine. Shiny, happy people holding. Shiny, happy people holding. Shiny, happy people laughing. Everyone around. Love them. Put it in your hands. Take it. There's no time to cry. Happy, put it in your heart where tomorrow shines. Gold and silver shine. Shiny, happy people holding.
What a beautiful, beautiful morning it is. Wow. Lovely morning. Hey, good morning, Hoax, Scotty, Honor, Chills, Lev, Hoover, Jax. How is everybody this morning? On this wonderful Saturday morning. I'm just gonna make some brekkie. Good morning to you. Yeah, good morning, Hoover. Good morning to you. Just gonna make some brekkie. I'm good. I'm really good, guys. Chills, Jax. Yeah, I'm really good, thanks. Hey, good morning, Brendan. Brendan's in the house. I think I was a bit, last time, the last live, I think I had too much medication in me. Trying to explain what I was trying to explain. It didn't come out right, but yeah, it's just that I've taken so much medication, man. I can just waffle on. So you got to just be prepared for it, right? Hey, good morning, Barrett. Good morning.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can't forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. No finer place for sure. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are movie shows downtown. Maybe you know some little places to go to where they never close. Downtown.
Always, Hoover. It's always more fun with you in here, dude.
You'll be dancing with them too before the night is over. Happy again. The lights are much.
What am I looking at weight-wise? I'm just over 70 kilos now.
Forget all your cares.
I'm just over 70 kilos now. Remember when I went in, I was 62 kilos. So that's a hell of a lot of weight I put on. But there's a hell of a lot of weight that I lost, right, from the fasting. So
So go downtown, where all the lights are bright. Downtown, waiting for you tonight. Downtown, you're gonna be alright now. Downtown, downtown.
no problem, Brendan. No problem, dude.
You may find somebody kind to help and understand you. Someone who is just like you and needs a gentle hand to guide them.
Hey, hello. Good morning.
So maybe I'll see.
Obese, man. I've never been obese. Ever in my life.
Forget all our cares, so go downtown. Things will be great when you're down.
I've always had a really high metabolism, so what I eat, I just burn it off really quickly. Don't ever put on weight. It just burns off so quickly. I don't know if it's the engine or whatever it is, but yeah, I can't seem to put on weight, so
Don't wait a minute more.
I can lose weight.
Everything's waiting for you. Downtown,
Big shout out to all the lurkers out there. All you lurkers out there. Big shout out to you. Shout out to Dave's Waffle House. Good to do. I've been the same weight all my life from about the age of 18, yeah. I haven't really changed a lot, Chills, to be honest. Chip butties, I had chip butty for ages. Carbs can make you put on weight. Well, yeah, I'm just basically eating anything now. Or I was like, I wasn't eating no meat. Yeah, chip butty, beautiful. Little bit of brown sauce on it. Got a little bit of brown or like ketchup, go for it. Fritters, like a banana fritter. Yeah, slow. A chip butty is just basically chips in bread. Butter, 2 slices of bread. Get some chips, put some chips in it, add some brown sauce or tomato sauce, bit of salt, lovely. I'll tell you, slow. A chip butty is really nice if you've had a few joints. If you've had a few joints, make yourself a chip butty, man. That's what he's talking about. Chips in bread. Slow. The slow. Next time you've had a couple of J's, right? Make yourself a chip butty. Honestly, you won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. Uber doesn't even really do breakfast. Plenty of a little pack on it. No sauce though. Don't do the brown sauce now. What do you think of my classic tracks that I put on there today? I mean, the other day.
Look around you.
Eat coffee and smoke weed for breakfast.
Change your heart. It will astound you. I need your loving like the sunshine. And everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn.
Nice to hear good music for a change, man. You have put up for it for years, haven't you, Honor? So I've got leftover chicken strips and gravy from Dairy Queen. I'll probably retrieve from a fridge shortly. Left chicken strips and gravy. I can't tell you, Hoover, I don't think we get chicken strips. We get chicken nuggets over here in the UK. We don't really get, I don't think we get chicken strips. Strips. I'm actually, all I'm eating now is a bowl of shreddies. That's all I'm eating now. Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
And chicken strips are they? What's that chicken strip? It's not chicken wings, are they? Hoover's got both. Fish and chips in the morning. The morn. You know, that's pretty much true, Slow. That's pretty much true.
Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
Yeah, shredded wheat. I love shredded wheat. Malted shreddies, yeah. Shreddies and shredded wheat.
Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
Hey there, Graham. Welcome. London do them, okay. I didn't know. Never heard chicken strips. Chicken strips? Yeah, I have. I see, we got a chicken shop in this town, and it does like wings and nuggets and all this. I don't think I've seen strips. Hey Dorian, welcome Dorian. How you doing? Everybody. Oh, is it learn? Is it everybody's got to learn sometimes? I thought it was love. I thought that was love sometimes. One's got to love some. I thought it was love all the time. Wow. Actually learn. Strip burgers. Chicken goujons. What's a goujon?
You held it in your hands. I had flashes. But you saw the plan. I wandered out in the world for years.
Chicken strips. Okay, we're going to see what chicken strips are.
I saw the crescent. You saw
The whole of them. Oh right, they do them in Asda's. Oh shit, they do them in Asda's. They do chicken strips in Asda's. Oh, them things. All right. Yeah, I don't eat stuff like that. Rather than eating actual chicken. Oh, breaded, kind of like a fish finger, like. You know, like the fish fingers in like breadcrumbs. Just like a bit of chicken in breadcrumbs. Sun finally out in Aberdeen, a week of pish. Oh dear, Graham. I hope you're good, Graham, anyway. Hello, Stephen Watson. How you doing? Fellow loon. Fellow flat earth loon in the house. Crab sticks. I quite like seafood. I've always liked seafood. I've always been a seafood lover. I love seafood. I like raw seafood. I can eat just stuff. Seafood is just so nice to eat. I think personally, fresh seafood, beautiful. Some people can't stand seafood, can they? They can't. They're really not akin to it. They're just. I love it. I absolutely love anything seafoody, whelks and all this stuff. Yeah, beautiful.
I spoke about wings. You just
Hey, Jim. Big Jim's in the house. How you doing, Jim? Hope you're good.
You just knew I
I think it's, yeah, I think that's what we're meant to eat, Hoover, is seafood. I think it's seafood, and I don't think we're meant to eat land animals. I don't think we're meant to eat land animals, anything on the land. Fruits and vegetables, yeah, and, you know, but land animals, I just don't think we're meant to eat them. I think we're meant to get our nutrition like that from the sea, like fish and crab, lobster, and yeah, I just love seafood. It's so, it's when it's done right, super fresh, bit of lemon or whatever. It's so nice. I mean, I won't turn down a surf and turf. Me neither. Ocean insects. I knew someone would like them. Oh no. I'm sure they're just having it raining over cities. Yeah, it could be something like that. You're talking about like the weather machine they have. Are you doing okay, Jim? Brilliant. Cheers. Good stuff, dude. The vape coffee. I'm gonna go make a coffee, guys, and I've got this vape ready to go. So I'm gonna come back, have a little vape with you. I love shrimp. Yeah, anything like that. Shrimp, whelks, anything you can think of from the sea. I would eat it, definitely. It just seems so healthy when you're eating it. When you're actually eating the food, it feels really, really healthy. Right, back in a sec, guys.
Welcome to the show where you don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show if you don't know it's part of the show. Didn't they teach you to reach for the stars while opening up the bars and keeping you chained down with mortgage bills and cars? Vaccines for your arms, kids sounding like supercharged, caffeinated hate-filled scars and rage-quit repertoires. No answers for yards, caught up in emotion that's not even yours. Imposter truths like impeccable retards, lined up for your serving of gish galloping wars. No remedy can't save the lost, in love with the yarn. I'm tired of walking into refracted shards, poor science displayed by disgusting bards. Soaked in sin with your dupe is delight and a new hand of cards. Been so long, seems like for love I'm just too hard, I'm just too hard, that's it. Welcome to the show where you don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show if you don't know, you don't know. Intoxicated eight makes you believe you're spinning in space while you have no shame or grace. It's a disdainful state I used to contemplate, how to save myself from my own self-hate. Wonder why I was even made with a dreadful fate, forced to try and awake with a full plate. No one to help me stay awake or educate. I've had to liberate and fight through hidden gates. But my brother, heaven could never be late, and rockets don't work in space. It's all fake, the show is on Mars, it's a joke, but you're too far gone, it won't won't be long. Fepe's beak is strong. We have our song and we march along like streams of knowledge leading to God's holy pond, and lives of truth that hits the bong and sings the song, turns mankind from the wrong. We come in peace with a holy gown and all of us wearing our holy crowns. So the earth is flat and we probably just won't get along. Just to go along, I said,
Welcome to the show.
Well, you don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, you don't know.
British studies showed that microplastic has been found in 100% of all tested testicles. What? Making them infertile and high risk of... Wow. Is that, what's that, out of the UK, is that, Shlo? Study out of the UK, is that? Oh, yeah, just... The Iron Realm starts at about 12, doesn't it? Is it 12, Chills? It's 12, 12 at night, and it's too late. My eyes are just going by then. You know, I'm almost falling asleep. Pregnant women eat coal.
You may find yourself.
I know pregnant women, they do get some crazy cravings, right, for all sorts of weird stuff. Oh yeah, that does kind of make sense. I like in a weird way. It does kind of make sense. Gritty, carbon, sort of, I don't know.
And you may find yourself in another
Minerals, yeah.
And you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile. And you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, well,
I don't smoke, but I miss calling 420 in my neck of the woods. Quite late last night, though. I was gone. Yeah, I was. There's no way I would have made it last night. Absolutely not. Yeah, my eyes were going about 11. My eyes started to roll. I was just like, oh. Hey, good morning, Laura. Great to see you.
and you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself,
I will go in after this, Brendan, and I will go in there after this and read them. I haven't been in there. Did you get mine? Get mine, yeah. Just seeing how you was, bud. That's all. Just seeing if those couple of drops
this is not my
didn't spin you out completely that day.
This is not my beautiful wife.
All right, Luke.
Same as it ever was.
You got spanned last night, Chills.
As it ever was.
Oh, mate.
Same as it ever was.
See, because what happens, you vape on this vape, right? And you can't really gauge how high you are, and then suddenly you're just really high, just over high, right? Then you have a drop of that RSO, and you're spinning out. You're spinning out by 11 o'clock. It's just like trying to focus on the screen, and it's all going wobbly, and your eyes are rolling, and there's no way you can get to 12 o'clock. It's almost impossible for me to get to 12 o'clock these days without waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning suddenly. Closed off.
Same as it ever was. 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 Water dissolving.
Did you get?
And water
You get something sorted, did you, Jax?
At the bottom of the ocean. Under the water, carry the water.
When I got spattered last. Oh, hold on, what's happened? What happened, Jill? Karen blocked me instantly. What Karen B? Where was you? Where was you, Chills? Where did you go last night? Seemingly, we lost another flat Earth guy, Brian. Someone who used caps too. Iron Realm. What, last night? Oh, you got blocked from Karen on Ironworks. You go in there though. Yeah, Chills goes into Ironworks, right? Mentioning, I don't know. Karen B don't like full caps. Karen B, come on, they're only capitals. Chills has got he can't see the bloody keyboard, can he? Chills uses caps for a reason. Chills has always used caps since the very first time I see him in a chat. Oh, he wasn't spanned there then. Okay. Yeah. Bit off tried probably letting her know, Chills, just saying, look, I've got to write in capitals because I can barely see. Nice. Gonna keep rubbing it into him, saying, yeah, I'm thinking about going to the local newspapers and the local news about your behaviour, arresting innocent people. And then refuse their first offer. Their first offer, just refuse it outrightly. Like, nah, that's you want to squeeze them, Brent. Squeeze them for as much as you can get out of them. They can't go around putting innocent people in handcuffs and arresting people, the wrong people, right? I mean, come on, if that ain't worth a payout.
You may ask yourself, what is that beautiful house?
Hey DJ, beat up, how you doing?
Where does that highway go to? And you may ask yourself, am I right? Am I wrong? And you may say to yourself, my God, what have I done?
Yeah, once you get it, make sure you get it. My fucking space bar is broke. Yeah, I'll give Brendan a drop of it. So I wanted to show him like how strong it was, Chills. You know, I think Brendan felt it. I think he took a drop. I think was it. Oh, I can't remember. Might have been a couple of hours before he left, as it were. Look, you mate, going DJing in a beer garden all day for the FA Cup. What? Okay, that's a nice. You'll enjoy yourself, right? Make sure you're playing all those. Yo, DJ, make sure you're playing those old school 90s tracks, right? That's where it's at. That's where it's at, bro. I don't know. I was quite worried, Brendan. That's what I was worried because I know what that stuff's like. You start hallucinating. I didn't want to. It was. Yeah, I think if you would have took 2 drops or 3 drops, that would have really done you in. I really would have. I mean, I'm glad that it was just one. But yeah, how the hell you got home, man? I was just like, oh man, I was a bit worried. I was just thinking, I hope he gets home all right. Crazy that was. Watching Brendan drive off. I know he's just had a little dab at that. We was on the vape all day as well. So we were smoking the vape all day, and that was the keef as well. We wasn't even we was smoking keef, pure keef in there. Little drop of the RSO. Yeah, makes you fly a little bit, right? So.
No, you don't care what they're gonna do. You don't like worrying about things that are bigger than you. While your husband and children are sent off to war.
My dog's name is Keith. Nice. Nice. Yeah, watching men in shorts kicking a ball. I used to be into football years ago, Jim. Younger. And that these days I can't stand it. I can't even watch it. Videos had about 4 million. What video is that?
You going anywhere except 6 feet underground.
A load of people praising it. Ain't really trust. Who's that? Jax, what are you talking about? Rana, please play this. Ever play that?
Whose words you believe in, whose pockets are green, while you're green with
Oh, Joe Rogan interviewing Terence Howard, yeah.
else, getting stepped on the same way.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, anything comes out of these Hollywood people, you know, meant to be some sort of truth. Nah, they're playing the game, right? They're playing that Hollywood stupid game.
You'll wake up someday.
He probably needs some views. He's trying to make himself relevant. He's probably not getting any movie roles. You know, what do I do? Oh, I'll come out and tell some sort of truth. I don't even know what he's saying. What is he saying in it? This guy. What's he saying? Terence Howard, is it? What is his truth? Is he talking about the trafficking? What Ryan Garcia was talking about? Is he talking about that? I don't know. I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't even know what this truth is, this big truth is that he's coming out with. Because probably just regurgitating. He's probably just heard it and.
So they tax you and drug you and work you to death.
Hey Godzilla, like, here's how you doing?
And cheat you until your last breath.
It's buffering your end, is it? Should be okay. Be okay, mate.
Then they pull on your strings, but it's all in your mind. You think you may
Electromagnetic realm, but he's on a globe. Okay, that makes a load of sense, doesn't it? That makes lots of sense. Went all space and globe. Prior to that, he had some interesting stuff to say. Pretty out there, like yeah. He's just becoming a truth. He probably needs a bit of light shined on him. So what's the best way to do that these days? Come out and say, "Oh, the Earth's flat." Something, you know. That'd get me some views. That'd get me some light shined on me for a little while. That's what they're doing, these stars these days. They're using it. They're using it.
then they paralyze trust them, you lust them, you do anything they say. Then they make you their pet, cause you signed your name away.
All sorts of stuff, not trafficking. Okay.
You'll wake up someday.
No straight lines in nature is his gig. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that.
You have freedom, but you'll wake up someday. There's just no way.
No straight lines in nature. Really?
You think you have freedom, but you'll wake up
Go and have a look at the horizon.
someday.
Usually Russell's, what is that? Walter Russell. Russell's work and the periodic table. You know, carbon dioxide produces white light when excited by electricity. Wow. Carbon dioxide makes white daylight, makes white light when it's excited by electricity. That's incredible. So what is the sun just a big electrical conductor? Is that what it is? It just comes on, electrifies all the carbon dioxide around it, and there you go, daylight. Because it's all about the noble gases, right? Neon, argon, you got all these different colours that are in our sunsets, sunrises. Even the daylight is just electrified, excited carbon. What's it? What did Jill say? Yeah, carbon dioxide started with electricity. That's really interesting. Hey, Dr. Bass Ackwards. Hold on, dude. I'm just going to give you a wrench. Dr. Bass, welcome. There's only 2 rules, Dr. Bass, and that is respect the other wrenches and kick out any trolls.
My city, hood advice, right? Chevy lights, I'ma give you a full blown hustle at night. Run through that country city, right? Rolling dice, listen, gangster rights.
Hey, Bogan. Let's
go. I'm back at it again. My city back at it with him. Back against
all its desperation from the globe side. We caught them in 3 lies. They're constantly lying.
You better stay in that gym.
Again, they're constantly lying. Dr. Bass got an awesome job. I've just wrenched Dr. Bass anyway, so I will take a look at his channel later.
Where the souls of the dead is living. You don't know about our living conditions. We live righteously. We can give a fuck.
Carbon dioxide, excited by electricity, produces a white light. That's kind of crazy.
In the place where I reside, where Easy was pitching, Dre was 6'4" lifting, and WA had mentioned quick had the turntables mixing. The first ones to say fuck this system. I'm trying to tell you about Chevy lights.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Well, do you want to come on, Liv? Oh, I weren't gonna go live. Nah. Got to be honest. I completely forgot. And I've just had a vape as well, so you won't. I've just had a coffee and a vape, so you probably won't get much out of me, Lev, at the moment. Pretty relaxed and chilled. Probably be like speaking to the brick wall at the moment, so you won't get much response out of me. We definitely get around to it, Lev. We definitely get around to it.
What best describe it is gutter, but see I'm what's underneath. A young gun, but not like your young Chris and Neef. I'm from the land of organized crime, disorderly peace. Cause nowadays niggas hustle and they order their peace and worship their gun the same as they religious belief.
I'm waiting for them to be. I'm waiting for the seeds to be delivered. So, and I've ordered chocolate. well. So it's an old school weed, beautiful weed, 90% sativa. Some say 100% sativa, but it's Thai something, cantaloupe haze, chocolate Thai, I think, and cantaloupe haze. It's a hazy weed. I've always liked hazies. They really do smash you up. They do. And this is always been a different kind of cannabis. Chocolate. It's always been different. Very first time I grew it years and years ago. First time I smoked a joint, it was just like this stuff. Taste is just so different from anything else I've ever. But well worth it. Well worth the extra bit of weight, extra bit of grow time for the product. But you've got to nail it, as I say, you've got to nail it. You've got to nail those terps.
Pigs no more, they beat the mark of the beast. And their main aim is just to target the streets. So when you see them,
60s, what's up, dude?
There they go, watch 'em. How you for road
60s there is.
like a
I ain't seen 60s for ages. How you doing, 60s?
no way that you can stop them. Niggas plant these seeds to be gangsters, hoping one day they blossom. The same time, hope the system don't lock them. Cause Compton raised niggas and bitches, we barely got them. Unless you're talking about the ones with the attitude problem. From Rosecrans to Central, Compton Centennial, we back. It's for my people, it's official. I'm gone. Chevy lights, women you like, ride. Hustle at night, yeah, homie, that's Compton life. Rolling dice, gangsta rights.
Oh, that's not your main channel, Dr. Bass.
That's Compton life.
I've seen you about for ages, Dr. Bass, anyway. I've seen you about for absolutely ages, Dr. Bass. Yeah, I've seen that name. But it's been around for absolutely ages. So, yeah, dude, I know you're legit. I know you everyone check out Dr. Bass's channel.
Let's bring it back.
What's this?
Compton, right.
Let's just check out these couple. Oh, it's the same one. It's just sorry, I didn't realise you posted it earlier.
The higher you build your barriers, the taller I become.
He's got a good voice, isn't he? He's got a good voice, isn't he? Got that tone. I heard it there, just in that little bit. Last bit, he's got that nice little tone at the end of his voice.
Father, you take my rights away. The faster I will run. You can't deny me. You can't decide to turn your face away.
Yeah, I've seen Dr. Bass everywhere as well, to be honest with you. Dex. For a long time. Oh, nice cover, man.
I know that I can make it, because you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, something inside so strong. Whoa, something inside so strong. The more you refuse to hear my voice,
A bit short, over 8 months in advance, but the sun does go below the horizon. Not completely above the horizon. Don't know, though. Not a 24-hour sun, yeah.
your lives will come tumbling. Deny my place in time. You squander wealth that's mine. Your light will shine so brightly it will blind you. Because there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it,
'cause you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone, oh no. Something inside so strong, whoa, something inside so strong. Brothers and sisters, so when they insist we're just not good enough, when they know better, just look them in the eye and say,
Nice studio, isn't
do
it?
it anyway.
A nice studio.
Gonna do it anyway. Gonna do it anyway. Gonna do it anyway.
I need to get myself.
Because there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, because you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, oh no. Something inside so strong.
Recognise music knows your vibration.
Something inside so strong.
Going on to
Something
something.
inside so strong. Well, I know that I can
Crisp, innit? It's a crisp. It's got a crisp tone to it.
do me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, oh no. Something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Whoa, something inside so strong.
Fucky. Look. Awesome. Nice one. Thanks for that. Oh no, that was actually quite an awesome track. That different.
Homie,
Bye bye.
homie, I don't know if you knew around here. That it's good to know somebody if you're new around here. 'Cause it ain't too safe.
Hard to sing that song.
Around here. Niggas stick to your ass like glue around here. Take your jersey, your fitted shit, whatever you call it. It ain't no magic trick.
You're one of those types, are you, Shlo? Shlo's one of those ones. Is when you're at a party, someone pulls the guitar out, you hear the door slam. Like, I'm out of here.
Can last a day,
Oh.
but I'm amazed 'cause the young boy been here for years. I seen niggas shed blood plus tears. Hope you not trying to plan for the future. Niggas amuse ya at your door in the morning, wake you
Funny,
up.
that's
like
funny,
roosters.
Flo.
Introduce you to Rugers, box you in like Zab Judah. A nightmare on my street is Fred Krueger where I live. Minus the actors and the producers. Even adolescents will shoot you over that paper. We catch vapors like Bismarck Keeper. Still I'm used to Rosecrans Central, Compton Centennial. We back. This for my people. It's official. I'm gone. Chevy lights. Women you like. Ride. Hustle at night. Yeah, homie, that's Compton live. Rolling dice. Gangsta rights with hood advice. Yeah, homie, that's Compton live. Chevy lights. Women you like. Ride. Hustle at night. Yeah, homie, that's Compton live. Rolling dice. Gangsta rights with hood advice. Yeah, homie, that's Compton live. Right. We back. That's it. It's me, H-U-B.
Shlo!
Why?
Shlo, what have you got against guitars? Shlo, what have you got against guitars and guitar players? I would love to be in Shlo's presence if someone pulled out a guitar at a party. Just oh, for fuck's sake. Not this again. Not someone playing incredible music. I'm out of here. Good fuck. Bye everyone.
Don't ask why. Compton's me, niggas. This for my people on the blocks, man. Chill. On the west side.
Toronto.
On the east side, Compton, niggas. Design day, I see you. Can build a thrill, deep Moses. Right. Books, yeah. Yes, sir. Right. I see. Copyright. Let's go.
Gotta make another cup up. And we'll watch some videos. We'll watch some videos when we get. Hey, Seeking, Star Warders in the house. How you doing, Seeking? Hope you're good. Yeah, I would. I would as well. Do you know what? I'll be happy living in woods in a trailer with just a couple of dogs. That'd be it. And a little plantation there, next to a little stream where I can catch fish, eat, just live how we're meant to live, right? Just that's so appealing to me. So appealing to me. Thought of that. Kind of like bliss. My bliss. The wild through a river with a little, with your own veg and little plantation. Yeah, little, you know, your veg and your potatoes and turnips, bunna beans, weed. Running, Jim, running barefoot, butt naked in the woods, but getting in touch with your roots. Yeah, running barefoot, butt naked in the woods, getting in touch with all your roots, getting in touch with your ancestors, taking hallucinogens. Apart from being butt naked in the woods, that'd be quite awesome, though, wouldn't it? I wouldn't. Oh, the volume's low, is it?
I saw on the side
Oh, shit.
panel that everything has its own vibration.
Hardly hear it.
That's how you can break a glass.
Why?
You have to hit that exact vibration.
Oh, yeah, he's a bit low. He's a bit low.
So we couldn't make it shatter.
It's only so you can hear me clearly, so.
Have to know what
But,
vibration
as I say, we're going to watch some vids now, so I will be turning it up.
I have a new song.
I've got Tommy, Leo, Tommy. You guys have heard, you've heard that Paul Harvey thing, right? Yeah, if I were the devil. Quite interesting though, because it's exactly what's happening. Let's just listen to it again.
If I were the devil, if I were the devil, if I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree, thee. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves. Church.
Are you hearing this? This was in 1965. This is exactly what's happening right now.
The rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild. Until before you knew it.
Okay, Graham, have a great day, have a great weekend, dude.
Detectors at every schoolhouse door. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling.
This is incredible. 1965.
I would caution against extremes.
Hey, Trip, welcome.
In hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, that what you see on TV is the way to be.
There you go.
And thus I could undress you in public.
1965.
And I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.
Kind of interesting.
So my most recent video highlighting the silliness of the final experiment has upset quite a lot of people, like it would do.
You're not saying, Leo, yeah, you've upset people.
Highlighting someone's false belief system to be just that you're going to have a lot of knee-jerk defensive reactions. And the comment section of the video and the videos made about me regarding that and the silly claims that have come since that are very telling. Very telling indeed. But here's the thing, guys. If the sun does circle in Antarctica for 24 hours in December, it doesn't prove a globe. It just shows you this concept, this alternative product that was put out there that quite a lot of people bought into. It means this alternative product to the globe, one with a circling sun above it, it means this product has problems. It doesn't mean suddenly demonstrable reality is wrong and the globe earth theory is correct. No, it just means the alternative product that was put out there
Completely
has
wrong.
problems.
Nonsense. So where are we? The hell are we? This is the thing, right? I'm just honest enough to say I don't know. We can make assumptions and speculate what it is. Yeah, till the cows come home. We can do that. We can all do that. But, you know, be aware of it. Be aware of what you're doing. A lot of people are not. I've always known that this is not, or this, what they've done is just put a circle around it. It just carries on. And we don't know how far it carries on for. That's the thing. We don't know how far it carries on for, but they've just circled this and put a dome over the top of it. Where we are. What they've done, put a circle around it and put a dome over the top of it. But we ain't got no evidence for that whatsoever. You can see pressure and all this till the cows come home. You haven't seen it. You ain't seen no physical dome, and you've never seen it. So you don't know if it's there or not. And that's the truth. Nobody knows. So people need to be taking that stance more than spewing out and projecting your models onto other people. Wits it. Because not everyone believes this model. Not everyone's into this model. For me, it's limited. It's finite. There's nowhere that it's the same as being on a globe. Exactly the same. There's no difference. Being on this and being on this. What we're suggesting is this carries on and there's more land masses and we don't know how big the plane is. That's the real truth of the matter. Not this nonsense.
I simply stand by what is. Here's the incredible, excuse me, here's the incredible telling thing regarding this whole thing. The fact that globe earthers think an observation is an experiment.
Hey,
the only way they can justify that is it debunking in their eyes an alternative
I think
product.
Leo's channel is called Level
And
Level
as a
Earth
result,
Observer.
They've proven they're impossible spherical globe earth in a vacuum. Think about the mindset of these people. Think about the logic or lack of that resides in the heads of these people. They're full of knee-jerk automated responses, none of which makes any sense. They can't provide any physical demonstrations that we can all test and verify for ourselves. You know, real experiments. No. They claim an observation is an experiment.
We need to, yes.
And that it proves the globe Earth. No.
Oi, Lev, next time I'll prepare myself properly, mate. I won't be smoking the vape. So I'll come on nice and fresh and and have the convo, mate.
What do you think it proves, lads, is you're naive?
Yeah, it's a good talking point as it goes. I think what's beyond our known universe, you know, on the plane, what's beyond it, yeah, it's out there. I think it's a good conversation. Other people might not think so. I think it's quite interesting what could be out there, especially if you go by some of the old school maps. I mean, like Cammy was breaking down that. Do you know the map we was looking at a month ago? We was looking at that map. Cammy and remember who else it was? The others. I think Zach was there as well. Yeah, was breaking down that map, looking into it a bit more fine detail. How interesting is that map? You can definitely get lost in that map. It's absolutely insane. Some of the creatures, the land masses, their positions, their sizes, the land masses. I mean, they've got Europe and the UK kind of correct. So why is there the rest of it wrong? That's my, if they've got the UK's positioned and Europe and Spain and kind of correct, why is the rest of it all then suddenly wrong? And the continents there should be there. I just think, yeah, it's a really interesting match. So we will definitely have the conversation, Lev. We'll definitely have that conversation because I find it very interesting.
And gullibility.
But just wait for me to be more Copus Mentis. I should have hit the vape so early, man. I should have hit the vape so early.
Particularly the people that bought into the alternative product. And particularly the people that somehow think an observation that highlights the problems.
That's the best map. I think it is as well, Chills.
It's somehow proof of...
I think it is. I think it's Italian and you've got to translate it. But Honor might have to send me that the link for that map again. I know Honor's got the link. Yeah, but what an interesting map. If you go through that with fine detail and you start noticing like stuff, you've got the St. George's Cross everywhere, boats out in the middle of the ocean, and you've got like which looks like Chinese boats out there. You've got also which looks like old Roman boats, and really kind of weird, man. It's just like you've got kings and all that on the outsides. These kings probably own parts of the land out there, but it's it looks like it just carries on, guys. This is what I'm saying. You can't put a finite area. That's all they've done is put a finite sort of area around it, put a dome over that area, but it actually just carries on. Just like a bit like the thumbnail. Yeah, we've got that with that little ice, but then there's still water and there's just more land masses beyond.
Of an impossible world being real. This is fucking insane.
Let's just take
or
it.
Lack of. That resides in the heads of these people. They're full of knee-jerk automated
Hey, what's up,
responses,
London?
none of which makes any sense. They can't provide any physical demonstrations that we can all test and verify for ourselves. Real experiments. No.
Yeah, nice one. Cheers.
They
That
claim
is
that
that's the
observation
one.
is an experiment.
Yeah. I do like having
And
it.
it proves the globe Earth. No.
The
only
David
thing it proves, lads, is
I do
your
like just having this
naivety
pinned in there, so I can
and
just go in there now
gullibility.
and just take a look.
Particularly
It's such an incredible map. When you start seeing cyclopses and creatures the size of trees, and the trees are the size of the mountains, and he's like, oh, hold on. And then you're looking at like Patagonia, and there's like giants all there as well. Kind of crazy, man. And some of the creatures, like some of them are like the mythological creatures, like the griffin and all these. Were they just myth, or were they creatures from these outer regions, lands? And there is all like outer region land out here, but we've put an ice wall there. Or there might be a bit of ice there, then there's probably, the ice is sitting on water, then there's probably land masses beyond that. I just think it carries on, and we don't know the full scale of this place, because the plane that we reside within is enormous. We're like a little pixel within that flat plane, right? Everything we observe. That's how big it is.
Alternative product. And
but it could still be, that could still have some sort of, even if it is that big still, it could still be some sort of, if you want to go there, some sort of solid dome over the top of it. You could still have all that if you want to do that. But I don't think it is anything like that. As I say, it's more realm like. It isn't planets and discs.
That somehow think an observation that highlights the problems of an alternative product is somehow proof of an impossible world.
Hey, Dr. E, Emmett, how you doing?
This is fucking insane, lads. I'll state it. This is a demonstrable fact. The Earth, the globe Earth theory, is obviously impossible. Because if it was real, we wouldn't be having experiments, final experiment, which are just observations that don't have any practicality to back up its...
Hey, London, that might be a map that you'd enjoy to look at. Let me just see if it... where's the map? I think it's this one here, right? It's been put... Look, they've actually wrapped it around the globe. Look what they've done there. They've wrapped it around the globe. Oh my God. They've wrapped it around the globe. The original tapestry, I mean... Is it maritime? Yeah, check out this map, the David on the David Rumsey collection. Check out the map. You might enjoy that.
gullibility. Particularly the people that bought into the alternative product, and particularly the people that somehow think an observation that highlights the problems of an alternative product is somehow proof of an impossible world being real. This is fucking insane, lads. I'll state it. This is a demonstrable fact. The Earth, the globe Earth theory, is obviously impossible. Because if it was real, we wouldn't be having experiments, final experiment, which are just observations that don't have any practicality to back up its fundamental claims anyway. The only thing the final experiment will do is get rid of an...
Yeah, London is a very interesting map. Once you start looking at it and you start looking at the map, you'll be like, you're going to be blown away by what you find. Right, it's on the David Rumsey collection. Can't actually find the actual map that you can actually zoom in though. Can't find it on there. I can't remember how you get to it. Right, but it's this map here, but it's just on like just a flat 2D dot wrapped around the ball. It's very interesting. I remember how to get to it. The world map. Oh, it's going to take ages. How do I get to that map, Honor? Do you remember how I get to it? I can't remember. Get to it.
being real. This is fucking insane, lads. I'll state it. This is a demonstrable fact. The Earth, the globe Earth theory, is obviously impossible. Because if it was real, we wouldn't be having experiments, final experiment, which are just observations that don't have any practicality to back up its fundamental claims anyway. The only thing the final experiment will do is get rid of an alternative product that's been sold to people. I never bought the alternative product. I actually hope there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, because it means this place is far more magical and interesting than I originally thought. All you need is demonstrable
Scroll down to the
reality,
6 maps banner.
and you prove the globe is...
Yeah, that rings a bell. That rings a bell. Scroll down to the 6 maps. Oh, there it is. But there's 6 maps. I know I can remember what. So this is the map, London. Here. Um, but the one can zoom right into it. Come on. Oh, here we go. So these outer lands. So you got this dude down here. But look at some of the creatures in these outer lands. Look. Birds the size of trees. Go by the scale. Beef outside looks like. Look. Creatures. Look, you got this king down here. Maximo. But yeah, that's just a tiny part of it. It gets really interesting when you start looking down the here. There's like cyclopses down here and everything. Really strange creatures. Like look, this creature here. Look, human face, animal body, just weird, right? Look, giants, giganti, so the region of giants, right? This is where Argentina would be, not right? Yeah, Argentina, Chile. The Chile's actually still there. Look, right where it says it is. But all these other strange creatures. So very, yeah, interesting map, dude, to look at because you can literally get lost in this map. It's so insane when you start really really delving into it. I mean, up here, this is like we'd call Australia, right? Today, New Zealand. Um, there you go. There's your Cyclops. There's your Cyclops right there. You can flip the image around, but you can see one eye. So yeah, it's a really good thing just to have in there and pinned up. So I'm going to pin that as is. I remember how to get to that. So I can just nice one for that honour. Some beef hats. Sorry guys, it's just taking ages. Sorry, guys. It takes a while to kind of load everything back up. Dang it. I must get a new PC. Need one of those new solid state hard drives. Oh, come on. Frozen? Bear with us, guys.
Impossible. Because if it was real, we wouldn't be having experiments, final experiment, which are just observations that don't have any practicality to back up its fundamental claims anyway. The only thing the final experiment will do is get rid of an alternative product that's been sold to people.
Hey, Yannick, welcome.
I never bought
Hey,
the
Crystal,
alternative
welcome
product.
to you.
I actually hope there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, because it means this place is far more magical and interesting than I originally thought.
I think just $1
All
would
you
do,
need
Scotty.
is demonstrable
Just $1 would
reality,
do.
and you prove the globe is
It's
impossible.
ridiculous.
Don't replace
Right, there
one
it is.
faulty product with another. Stick with demonstrable reality.
I'm going to make you a
Off the
mod,
back of
Crystal.
that,
Just
demand
as
full exploration,
respect
and
the
a
other
fresh new
wrenches
start.
and
because this is silly.
Pick out
You're
any
just
trolls.
going around in
there
circles.
you go.
These people are going to try and claim a result off the back of debunking a product that some people bought into. And they're going to claim their impossible world is now possible. No, lads. Your experiment is an observation that has no practicality. And if it is a 24, or there is a 24-hour sun,
Means
it's just
nothing.
interesting than I originally thought. All you need is demonstrable reality, and you prove the globe is impossible. Don't replace one faulty product with another. Stick with demonstrable reality, and off the
Oh,
back
man,
of
this
that,
rate
demand
is
full
awesome,
exploration and a fresh new start. Because this is silly. You're just going around in circles. These people are going to try and claim a result off the back of debunking a...
Because everyone's committed to a certain model. And they're going to go down there, try and record this and say, well, now this means the Earth's a sphere, right? No, it doesn't. Because you've detected the light source across the plane somewhere, doesn't mean we live on a sphere. Are you absolutely retarded, Globies? Idiotic thinking, again. They haven't got that ability to see the big picture. They just haven't. Just can't. Like, their mind cannot go there. Because people believe this is all there is. This and these land masses, and that's it. Nothing beyond that here. Come on.
a product that some people bought into. And they're going to claim their impossible world is now possible. No, lads. Your experiment is an observation that has no practicality. And if it is a 24, or there is a 24-hour sun,
Hey,
it just gets rid of one product.
Welcome.
We've already gotten rid of this. So if we get rid of this product, what are we left with? Demonstrable reality, which we can all test and verify for ourselves. So this is a blessing.
Hey,
in
everyone,
disguise.
welcome Crystal in.
I love it.
Hey, Tony D's in the house. Wow, Tony D. How are you doing, Tony? Long time no see. I hope you're good, Tone. Big shout out to Tony D.
fair use. I'm not a medical professional, so if you want to get medical information, see your doctor.
Take the.
I'm just sharing
Shut up.
commentary.
Shut up. And let somebody take It's good to see you, Toad, anyway.
It's always showtime, and at the edge of the stage. Wake up and wonder, what was the place? What was the name? We walk away, but here we go again.
Too loud. Too loud, Slow. Too loud.
1,000.
Hey, Big Pete.
$2,950. Crazy world, man. Hope you have a good day. You can see me all right. Anyway. Fair use, man.
Everyone watch that lawyer hitter. Ah. Open fire on. Oh, nice. Nice, Tommy.
That's a laughing lion. That's
Nice. This one on the left here looks nice, doesn't it? One's probably a different sativa. Long, thin leaves, tall, a bit more indica-y, if that's even a word, indica-y.
Bobby, Ricky Bobby. That one there in the corner. There's some peppermint in there. That's my kitchen. Bathroom. See, I got my thing closed off because the air conditioning. Here's the bedroom.
Oh, nice.
That's what I got going on here right now.
Oh, you got the Mars height. Is that the same one as mine? Is that the FCE 3000? Nice, very nice. That's a nice, simple setup, right? On it. Just...
Cherry cake, laughing lion, Obama Kush, laughing lion, island pink.
Tommy's gone for it.
Romulan. That's laughing lion too. Laughing lion.
Cocaine and meth busted with 24 grams.
Oh, these ones back
Holy
here.
smokes. About an ounce. So he had an ounce of coke on him. Oh, near on an ounce. 28 in it, an ounce.
They're going purple. There's that peppermint
Nice.
in there.
It looks like the FCE 3000. Or it might be the one up from it.
It's a 5x5 tent. Got God's Hurricane coming up in there.
Tommy's going for it. Tommy's going for this one. Nice.
Yeah. They give them spring water, no tap water, because I don't even drink tap water. There's my distiller there. Hang on. I gotta get back over here. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I'm a mad researching kind of guy.
Thunder's
Hang on
Echo.
a sec here. There's something going on here. Oh, hear that. Anyway, don't mind me.
Thunder's
Yeah,
Echo.
so,
Shit.
these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 8 David Ewing Jr. books. Sorry, the lighting's off, man. Anyway.
Tommy's got a cool pad as well, though. He's got a pretty cool pad. Yeah, Tommy's taking full advantage, isn't he? It's full advantage.
That's my balcony.
The sun, yeah, the sunlight.
I'm transplanting the big ones. But I got my dirt in
Oh,
the
shine a
freezer.
balcony.
You freeze your soil first for 24 hours or more. Take it out of the freezer, leave it out for 24 hours, then put it back in for 24 hours, and then that way you kill all the...
Yeah, it's, that's good, Crystal, that you're open. The real truth is, real truth is, nobody actually knows. That's the real answer. We can speculate as much as we want. We can imagine, right? We can do these things, but we've got to be aware that it is just speculation, right? And yeah, it could be. I see the plane as formless. Some sort of really tough because it's a lot bigger than what we think it is, and our part of what we observe on this plane is tiny compared to it. Absolutely tiny. That's my opinion. Is tiny compared to the rest of the plane. So I think there's lots of more lands and more lands.
Nasty little flies, man.
Again, that in itself is speculation, right? But I'm aware of it. But there's one thing I do go by, and that's water. Water's the big globe killer. Really, it just destroys it.
Hang on a second.
That's what I go by.
Put this on the stand. Got the Dave Banner show this morning. See me or not? There you go. Hope everybody's having a good day, man. Don't get all messed up in this hellhole. I've been calling this place for help for a long time, man.
Big globe destroys water. We can see way too far. 8 inches per mile squared. You start adding that math up to some of the long distance photography and what we observe doesn't match up. See way too far. And the way they've hijacked perspective and told you it's curvature. You use those three things, you can, as I say, and water, it's the properties of it are telling you, screaming out to you where you are. It really is. Water is the key to all this.
Yeah, I smoke. And I smoke weed by the fucking brush, by the barrel load. Hang on.
Absolutely, Powers. That's a tangible. That's a fact. That's a tangible in reality. It's a fact about water. Right? It's not mathematics. It's not theories. It's not numbers and writing on bits of paper. Someone reading it. It's an actual substance. It's the best substance that we have to decode this realm. It's water. The key to everything.
Yeah. They sterilize everybody, man. They try to. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. Don't buy into the bullshit out there on YouTube world, man. It's a fucking nightmare. Too many idiots out there. They're like,
yeah, and you can see it for yourself.
infected, man.
That's the beauty about it, Jax. That's the beauty about it. You know what I mean? Everyone can take a look at this substance, know its properties, know what it can and cannot do, know that it can't support itself, it can't attach to the exterior of objects, especially while they're spinning, and it boils in a vacuum. So how much more evidence do you need, really, just to actually be aware that you've been lied to on a massive scale? This simple substance here that's around us all the time is telling you, screaming out to you the truth.
People got mental parasites. There's a thing about these parasites that have been going on about for a long time, man. Ian from Wake TV, he's been doing a lot of research on the parasites and stuff, and I go all the way back to oh fuck, hang on a sec. It's crazy. One sec, guys.
Oh, y'all know what it is. It's that Compton-ish. Chevy lights, winning the night, hustle at night.
I've got Tommy into K-Dot.
One sec, guys.
Tommy's into K-Dot. Did I hear right? They earned 35k for Witsit. What? 35,000? 35k? Who earned that? That's an incredibly large amount of money, isn't it? 35k. No, I'm talking about to be raised. Was that raised online? Holy smokes!
Yes, sir, man.
Dang. Trivia. What?
Yeah.
Really? God, that is insane.
Getting ready to start another job tomorrow, so.
That is insane.
But I've been doing parasite cleanses for a couple of years, man. Probably at least 5 years. Probably can see me already. This is huge, man. I mean, nobody realizes these parasites get in people's heads and make them think. And it's hard for me to describe it, but people get controlled by these parasites. Their thoughts and everything, they get egos and they get so blown up in the head that they think that they're better than others, and it's like, what a fucking...
Yeah, a lot of people like that crystal.
Anyway, parasites is a big problem. Everybody's got them, especially in North America. This is where it got to do with Rockefeller medicine and all that kind of stuff.
Not involving stuck in a snow globe.
Anyway,
absolutely. A lot of them have been stuck in that snow. A lot of people have been stuck in that psyop snow globe for a long time. That's the psyop, right? pizza dish with the dome floating in outer space. Because again, it's finite. There's nowhere to go. It's the same as being on the globe. There's no difference. Absolutely no difference. Now, I'm saying this place is a realm. It's not no planet or disc, and it's on a level plane. Now, how big is it? My opinion, it's just speculation. It's enormous. It's absolutely huge. But we think our part of it that we observe is big. No, this is a big fraction of it. Just and people just want to put limits on everything, don't they? Make it all finite and.
I was always.
But again, that's just my opinion.
Really wondering why people in my life died, especially from that sea thing. And that sea
hey, Miss Mod.
Actually,
hey, we got Miss Mod in the house. Hold on, Miss Mod. Miss Mod has to be a mod, right? So, hold on, Miss Mod. There's a mod. So, Miss Mod, there's two rules: respect the other mods and kick out any trolls. That's it. Go. Miss Mod is now a mod. Flat Earthers are as dumb as don't know. Ask William. He'll tell you what's up. Well, it's everyone's got their own opinions, haven't they? Certain things people just can't be swayed. Other people can. And yes, people not staying true, really. Yeah, that's yeah, good stuff, Miss Moore.
patented word. If you use that word, you can actually get a YouTube strike, believe it or not.
Anyway. Emmett, we know you're a troll, but you're our troll, and we love you. We love you, right? So you're our troll, so it's all good.
But yeah, they killed my mother in 6 months with that big C, and that was back in 1972, and then my whole world.
No, they don't. Just what we observe, what you're observing right now, Laura. Water, air, sun, the moon, nature, grass, and ant. That proves the creator. Don't need domes and stuff like that. That's the thing. Is there a dome? Is it finite? Or does it just carry on like a fractal kind of more lands, more beings, more other types of humans? That's the question, right?
Fell apart back then, and then that's when I went off the train.
Yeah, the rising up question, yeah, that that's for Dell and all he's got to do. But that's another question. Is it moving? As I say, I've never dismissed Dell's experiment. Never dismissed it. I've always said there's something to it. Why is density and buoyancy ceasing to exist in freefall?
Tracks, man.
Like then you get, you start asking questions. And
I've been so different than anybody else in my whole life. It's crazy. I spent the better part of 20 years of my life helping out people in Halifax, Nova Scotia, with my Halifax Regional Furniture Bank Society, and did a lot of good stuff.
Vicky, okay, Vicky, Miss Mod is Vicky.
I got my own issues in life, man, and things fell apart, and the amount of effort.
People got so many different opinions on is it in motion or not, and it's quite an interesting to sit back and just take a look at people's the way they react to it and question, and it's kind of it's really interesting.
25-hour days, 8 days a week, working my whole life in this fucking game we call life.
People get very emotional, up in their emotions and stuff, you know, because people, they're invested highly. So you're gonna have this back and forth with people.
What a shit show. You don't own your home, you don't own your car, you don't own shit, man. Right? All they do is they teach you how to be a good little slave, right? And now they're bringing out this technical slavery. I don't know if you see that.
I've missed you, Tony. I've missed you, Tone. I love pinning Tone. Tone's comments always get pinned. I've missed you, Tone. There you go. There you go. That's where Tony needs to be. Pinned right at the top there.
Been into that and a bunch of other ones. I mean, I got a few books on the go. And anyway, but I'm always learning. And I'm constantly researching stuff that most people don't even want to look at. That's why this parasite thing is way out of the box for most people. You know, all your food's been, you got organic food. Like, there's nothing organic around this world, man. You haven't noticed
Hey
the
there,
planes
Jimmy.
in the sky, right?
Yeah,
They're
once
not
you get
exactly
really emotionally invested in something like that, you're going to start bumping heads with people. It's a natural thing that's going to happen. That's why, you know, as I said, I've never dismissed that experiment. Because something's happening there. It's the interpretation, maybe. But I'll just strange way to react to it.
Hang on. They're not exactly being cool, right? Hang on a second, you guys. Replay. Anyway, so I invest my money in things that'll help me research and stuff and try and, you know, do everything in a good headspace, and I try not to be a prick. I mean, I'm not out there trying to fucking make shekels off of YouTube. You know, I'm monetized. You know, I think...
Oh, he ain't lying. Absolutely not. Dale, he's not lying. Interpretation of it all. And do you apply that to the whole thing? What's happening or not? I don't know. You know? I don't know. I'm just going to admit this now. I don't know.
You know, you gotta go, you gotta work, man.
Dale and all these
That's
lots
the name of the game around this world, man. There's no free lunches. And I hate these fucking copy and paste freaks on YouTube. Trying
Yeah,
to
I wish
money off other
he
people.
should take more on board people's questions about it, and maybe instead of going into a bit of a rant and having a pop at people, maybe just, you know, actually answer their question. Yeah, just the best you can. I mean, if you ain't got the answer, just say, I don't know the answer. And to be honest, and I'll put my hands up, I think I've heard Dale say that before. Don't know. I'm not outside the reference frame yet. Yeah, I've heard him say that. So, yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it? You know, people, as I say,
And they're everywhere,
once you're emotionally invested,
right? And I support.
I'll stay away from all that.
Fucking
That's why, you know, I
clowns.
do a lot of mockery and taking the people don't like it. I understand it, but it
Pissed off.
nothing. Don't worry about it. Having a bit of fun.
Don't listen to me, because everybody I supported in the past let me down. Every single fucking one of the people I supported in the past were all full of shit. They were doing it for their own reasons. And,
Hey PJ, how you doing?
Books off of some of these clowns, and I joined their YouTube channels.
I'm not lying, Dale. I've got no reason to lie. Why do I want to lie? I've got no reason to lie. I've never ever gone against that experiment you've done. In fact, it was me that pointed it out. That's what Dale needs to focus on. What was that? The points in density ceasing to exist in freefall. That right there.
I'm not joined to nobody's channels anymore. I'm not fucking supporting none of these guys. It's a clown show, man. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. I didn't want to make a video that sounds negative, but
Hey, you're well.
I can't believe this world, man.
I've seen Miss Mod at Flat, so yeah, she's always polite and always been nice to me. So
So blind, man. They're building 15-minute streets. 15-minute streets right here. 15-minute cities everywhere. You guys haven't noticed that? The digital prison is rolling out. They want to have the cashless society, and it means, you know, you want to put that King Chucky's face on there.
yeah, and it was me that suggested about the formless raindrops as they're falling. They're formless. They're not no shape, are they? They're making all weird shapes until they hit the ground and they accumulate, and then you start getting level water. Pointed that out as well, but
A Canadian dollar soon. That's if it's still around. The whole game is a clown show. And there's so many people on the YouTube that are just idiots, man. I swear to God. I like my Dave Banner crew, right? They're cool. Caught up with Dave Banner this morning. It was great. That's about the only group that I like to participate with, right? I don't go on people's live feeds or nothing like that. I usually just see David Banner and those guys, and there's all kinds of people in there that are like pretty straight shooters. Try and do something, you can't find it. Yeah, there's a lot of good people at David Banner. Yeah, I smoke. And I don't live in fear. That's what they want you to do, is live in fear. And
Emmett,
man, especially with these idiots on YouTube and
if you are a globe dog, you'll end up just revealing yourself.
Anyway,
And yes, I probably will end up taking the ring.
I came across this woman a couple
But to be honest, Emmett, to be honest with you, if you're polite to all the other ones, you'll be good. Just
she explained to you some stuff about okay, I can do this, right?
don't start being rude to people, Emmett.
Professional. French enough. One sec. There you go. I'm not a conspiracy. You're just a fucking idiot. Tons of them out there. Anyway, I like this woman. It's Pam Bertha. Alright? She tells you a lot about what's going on with this parasite thing, man. Pretty cool. You know, she's at Live Disease Free. She had MS or something 30 years ago.
Hey there, Ches. How you doing? Good afternoon, Ches, should we say.
How cancer
After still
is an
speaking to
infectious
people
disease
like,
caused by a
see you
parasitic
next Tuesday,
infestation,
or are you in
and
a
how
better...
many
What?
parasite drugs are being repurposed to treat cancers. If we haven't met, my name is Pam Bartha, and I'm the author of Become a Wellness Champion and the founder of Live Disease Free. This topic is really important because we're seeing a real significant increase in cancer and aggressive forms of cancer over the past 3 to 4 years. And we're not going to talk about why that is because we don't want to get censored. But basically, what has changed in the past 3 to 4 years? So, cancer has been on the rise, but over the past 3 to 4 years, there's been a real significant increase in the number.
They said there's like a cancer epidemic at the... So, parasite epidemic.
Number of cancer cases, but also in how aggressive these forms of cancer are. And there is this huge link between parasites and cancer that we want to explore today. It's probably a several-part series, but today we're going to...
I don't want to get any strikes, if you know what I mean, but this is I'm not a professional doctor or nothing, so if you're seeking medical advice, you go to them, not me. I'm just sharing information that I come across.
Well, Chase, what happened?
Really talk about how different parasite drugs are incredibly helpful. They're anti-cancer, they treat cancer. So when we're looking at the relationship between parasites and cancer, we know that they both can survive and multiply independently of external growth factors. And they are also resistant to something called apoptosis, which is programmed cell death. They also have an ability to avoid our immune response. So our immune system is not going after cancer cells, not like it should, but it isn't when we're dealing with cancer. But then also parasites, they have this way to make themselves blind to our immune system and cause our immune system to just let them grow inside our bodies. And they are very adaptive to changes in their environment. And so therefore, because they are like, they're so hardy in our bodies, like both cancer cells and parasites, it's really hard to eradicate parasites 100% out of our bodies, like to sterilize our bodies. It's virtually impossible, but definitely we can decrease the presence of parasites in our bodies significantly to the point where we have no symptoms. So when we look at lab tests, lab studies, and also animal studies, but also human studies, they're showing that there are some parasites that definitely can cause cancer.
Oh, dang. Oh, it just pops. Lucky. I thought he was going to...
Directly or indirectly. So they can directly cause cancer, or they can stimulate the development of cancer through various different means. And there are several parasites that can cause cancer. We'll talk about a couple of them here. So maybe you've heard me talking about flukes. So there's different types of flukes. Those are flatworms. They're smaller than a long roundworm. So they could be anywhere from, like the intestinal flukes would be 3 to 5 inches. Blood flukes would be much smaller. Liver flukes would be smaller also. But there are blood flukes. We talked about how swimmer's itch is a type of blood fluke, so we have no idea. I had no idea. I thought that swimmer's itch was a type of bacterial infection, but I looked it up and it's a type of blood fluke. So blood flukes, they can actually increase the risk of cancer 500% or 5 times bladder cancer. And there's another Siberian liver fluke or cat liver fluke, and also other liver flukes, so different species, so they're like different cousins of infections. They're really linked to bile duct cancer. And then there are other infections that have been linked to cancer also, other parasitic infections, but the evidence is not quite as strong as flukes. So flukes, there's a really big connection between fluke infections in our body and cancer. So other types of parasites that are linked to causing cancer would be toxoplasmosis, and that's a type of parasite we can get especially from cats, from their litter boxes. We talked about neurocysticercosis, which is a type of...
This is Pam Bartha.
I think someone put me onto this lady, Pam Bartha. It's someone who sent me the video. Is it Amanda or Jax or something? It was a lady talking about diet and not what not to eat and what to eat, going through certain things, right? So same lady.
This is a UK chap.
We're going to do this video on how I beat cancer using a drug called methadone. Okay, mebendazole is a drug used for kids when they get worms. So, 12 years ago I got diagnosed with osteosarcoma. It's a bone cancer in the right hip. I was limping in work, I was in a lot of pain. My friend made me go home from London to go and sort myself out. I went to the doctors, went to hospital, got diagnosed with cancer in the right hip. And a tumour the size of a small orange, he said, in my right hip, in the bulge. Okay, so he said you need 7 months of chemotherapy, and we're going to give you a hip and partial transplant, cut the tumour out, give you a hip and partial pelvis transplant. So I had 3.5 months of chemotherapy in Christie's in Manchester. Halfway through the 7 months, they had an operation, they cut out my hip, pelvis, cut out the cancer, cut out the tumour. Told me that the cancer was still spreading and that the chemotherapy wasn't working. And now it was up to me whether I wanted to finish off the course of chemo or not, because it wasn't working. But it might help if I carried it on. So I thought, well, halfway through it, I might as well finish it off. So I finished off 7 months of chemo in Manchester. Made me very ill. Fucking hell, I lost so much weight. Went down to 10 stone. Lost all my hair, pubes, eyebrows, you name it, I lost them. So I finished off 7 months of 50 grams of L-glutamine at night in milk, which is an amino acid to build the white cells up. Took these drugs every day. I took Smith's line.
Hey, good morning, Plain Truth.
Smith's line
welcome.
6 months, and he can give me a CT scan and do what you've got to do and see how bad it is. And he said, no, just go home and die, basically. And I said, no, let me come back. I want to see how bad it's got. So Dr. Lee agreed. He said, come back in 6 months and show. So anyway, 6 months went by.
Interesting point for me.
Took these drugs every day. I took Smith's line, I took 400ml Smith's line a day, and I took 3 100ml
acceleration.
And I took 50 grams of L-glutamine in the morning.
Weight stays constant.
50 grams of L-glutamine at night in milk.
Weight stays constant.
An amino acid to build the white cells up.
To gain weight, you've got to accelerate.
I went back after 6 months.
Is that true?
Healthy in that 6 months.
I think
went
that's
back for a checkup in 6 months.
Hey there, Nachi. Welcome. Welcome, dude.
I'm expecting to have sped by now, but hoping it has.
Everyone check out Nachi's live streams. He's doing some great live streams lately. Nachi is.
Sits me down, tells me.
Talking to some interesting chaps. So yeah, go and check out Nachi.
The tumours are still there. Which is very pleasing, believe me. I was happy with that. So I said, can I come back then? What happens now? Can I come back in 6 months' time for another checkup? And he says, not really, Shane. We could only give you so many scans because they cause cancer. And I'm like, well, I've got cancer. It doesn't really matter, does it? And he says, come back in 6 months for a chest X-ray. So okay. So I went back 6 months, 12 months after, six months later from the MRI scan. Just 12 months. I've gone back. He's done a chest X-ray. He's seen nothing. He said, there's nothing. I can't see nothing on your chest. I said, well, I didn't think you would, Doc.
Alright, Brendan, have a great day at your gig, dude. Have a great weekend. Take care, man. I'll see you soon. A bit like Brian. No, not Mikey. Ain't it? Like Mikey's footage.
Crazy. It's right beside the moon. I don't know if it's a star or a planet.
Rock on. Rock on, Brent. Rock on.
Oops.
Oh, is Zach's on tonight, is he?
Shit. Sorry, guys.
What time is that GMT time, Nachi? What time is that GMT time? Around. You don't have to be precise, Nachi. Just sort of around the time.
24th of May, 2024.
All the times are just all over the place. I think I missed Josh. Have you
Hey guys. What's up, man?
notification banner?
Crazy world we live in. World of parasites, man. Parasites
Oh
love.
no, I've got all these. It's all I've got. I've already subbed
They're breeding
notifications. Hey Brian, welcome, dude. Something to the parasite stuff. Yeah, a lot of people say there is, Crystal.
Like my day,
something to the parasites. Cleansing these parasites out your system.
Logical. Pretty level people there.
Hey there, Chillying. How you doing? Hey Flats, welcome Flatzoid. You got Flatzoid in the house.
Hey guys. Yeah, it's a hell realm. It's, you know, like it's really hard dealing with all this shit in this life. But you gotta keep pressing on, man. You know? You can't be negative and you can't be bummed out in the head all the time. You gotta look positive. Right?
How you been, Flats, anyway? Are you good?
It's a juice farm, man. They want you to be all stressed out. They love it. And they live
What
up
time
fear.
is it out there in South Africa right now, Flats?
Right? Fear's the negative energy. And the energies around this world.
Early in the morning for you, or?
Okay, guys.
Just finished a round of ivermectin yesterday. Hey,
What's
little
up,
wing,
man?
how you doing?
Hi, thanks for watching.
Yeah, this place is so
most
interesting.
people in this community,
Look at this.
we all have a
Out of
bucket
the lot.
list of places we'd like to go visit from the ancient world.
Must have cut out a big block there.
The top of my bucket
Around
list
the block.
would be the Kailasa Temple and the Ellora Caves in India. Now, this is the
Kind
Kailasa.
of reminds me of the Sphinx as well. The two paws, the head, body, paws, back, the back legs. Got kind of the same dimensions, isn't it, and shape.
Temple, and it's not constructed by any conventional method.
Yes, what an
In fact, it's
what an
not
incredible place
constructed
this is, Nachi. This place is just mind blowing, right? The way that this has been literally cut out of the rock. You can see the way they kind of done it. They must have left a big like square block, cut around the block there, then cutting the individual block itself. Yeah, that's incredible. Incredible.
About at all. It's attached to a rock cut.
Just...
You can imagine this entire
calm down.
rock.
Hey, calm. Are you calm? Calm? Are you good? Calm. Hope you're good, bro.
Well, they started from the top down and created this incredible building. And I wonder if this here was like a test to see if they could do it. I don't know. They thought, okay.
This is Rebel without a pause. This guy actually does some really cool videos.
I'll show you what
I should play more of his vids. I should really.
And I'll show you its location. I'll skip the pronunciation because I'll probably kill it all. The Kalisa Temple is the largest of the rock cut in the Hindu temples at the Ellora Caves near Tirupati in India. A megalith carved from a cliff face. It is considered one of the most remarkable cave temples in the world because of its size, architecture.
Oh, this is from Laura's SpaceX rocket launch in AM.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
What is that? That can't be healthy.
Huh?
That can't be healthy.
I wouldn't think so.
What are they deploying upon us?
Are you taking pictures?
I've got video going.
Oh. It must have separated there.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, look at that.
Biological chemical weapon. Lithium.
What am I looking at here? I'm seeing a light source here, and I'm seeing one down here. Oh, is that the one that's coming back down? Okay.
Okay.
Separation, right? One of the boosters.
Dissipating or self-destructing.
Still looks
No,
ridiculous.
it's supposed to land
Where?
back to where it took
The
off.
footage is cool. No, the footage is cool, all right.
When?
The first stage goes back to Vandenberg, I guess.
That's one of the stages. It's a numpty.
I don't know. I feel like we should go get gas.
It's great to have the lights sort of shining, lighting up the area there. Yeah, that was some pretty crazy footage. Got any more? Was it all on your channel?
And sculptural treatment. It has been called the climax of the rock cut phase of Indian architecture. The top of the structure over the sanctuary is 107 feet above the level of the court below. And although the rock face slopes downwards from the rear of the temple to the front, archaeologists believe it was sculpted from a single rock. Right? So, what does it say? Right, history. The Galatia temple lacks a dedicated inscription, but there is no doubt, apparently, that it was commissioned by Rashtarak, I don't know.
Hey, Forever Love, I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for coming in. Have a great weekend, yeah? Have a great weekend.
Krishna the First, based on two epigraphs that link the temple to him. Right? Then it goes on to say, however, the attribution of the temple to Krishna first is not completely certain because these epigraphs are not
Jason,
connected
what's up?
to the
Hope you're good,
caves
man.
and do not date his reign. Moreover, the land grants issued to Krishna's successors do not contain any references to the temple. Right, and construction method. Well, the Kailasa temple is notable for its vertical excavation. Cave carvers started at the top of the original rock and excavated downwards. The traditional methods were rigidly followed by the master architect, which could not have been achieved by excavating from the front. Right, so I think we can take anything.
How long did you time him out for, Brent?
With a pinch of salt. I'll give you an example. This is the Waldorf Astoria in New York, and it was built in a year. The Waldorf Astoria
you want to set up a debate between myself? Not really.
Side by side by feuding relatives on Fifth Avenue.
I'm sure you can sort that debate out.
Built in 1897.
I'd listen for sure. I'd listen, but
and it was expanded in 1887. Right, so who built it?
I'm sure. Yeah, Natchy's the one to talk to there. I think.
Hardenberg.
In fact, Natchy would be a good mediator in there. It'd be, yeah. But the thing is, would Dell do it? That's the question. I'm not 100% sure.
See, I think that they create these phantom architects to put
it's only 10 minutes. Okay, cool.
I'll show you what I mean.
I always wanted to do that. That's cool. Dale, that's called payback. That's all. That's payback. Always wanted to do that.
In 1847.
You've got the power. You've got the power.
And by the time he was 23, he started. Right. So.
Yeah, I think Natchy would be a good host for that as well. Because Natchy's quite relaxed and chilled, and he's at a good frequency, isn't he, Natchy? So.
And the next year, he built this.
Yeah.
2 years later,
okay,
he built this.
It's only 10 minutes. It's only 10 minutes.
I bought that in a lake. I dig him a year. And he bought that in a year. Really? And what else has he done? Oh, he bought the Dakota building. That took him 4 years.
I mean, I think a lot of people will come to Natchy's channel to watch that.
He built this. That only took him 2 years. Must have done.
Because I like the angle that Bats comes at it, and I like the angle that Dell comes at it.
That
I like both. opposing.
And then he bought that in a year. I could go on. He bought that in a year. This guy built so much. He done them all in a year. Well, that one took him 2 years. And built that in 2 years.
But Dell, you know, Dell is always one thing about Dell. He's always up for discussion. If it's, but Dell was just stating something that Flats can't get past something first. He's got to. I don't know.
Took him a year.
I think they had this conversation the other day, didn't they, on Flats?
That took him a year. At the same time, he built this. And he built a stadium. That took a year. Then he built that in 2 years. Then he built this in a year. Then he died at 71.
Cheers, what happened? Cheers, what happened? Something happened with Cheers and Dell, and I don't know what it is. Something's happened. I must have missed it. Was it in the chat or something? Yeah, it's just the balancing karma, that's all. Dell timed out Brendan one time, so Brendan's just getting revenge, so it's just that balancing of the karma, that's all.
Probably cause of death. Exhaustion. Right, back to the temple. Now I'll show you where it can be found. Alright. Okay. So,
look where
here's
it
the
is.
temple itself.
Right, it's literally right into the mountain.
The caves are, well,
Pretty cool.
it takes up
There's
over
another little complex next to it there. Something else there as well. It looks like there's all little.
just over a mile between all the caves and the temple. Right, so
Crystal, yeah, he's Scottish. Some people do find the heavy Scottish accent hard to understand, especially if you're not used to like the words and the way Scottish people pronounce their words. If you're not used to it, yeah, you will find it a bit. This structure is just amazing to me. But just the way they did it. And then you got to remember, you can walk in there, so it's all hollowed out in the inside there. But it's all one piece. It's all one piece. It's been cut out of the rock. It's an incredible feat in itself.
As you watch this slideshow, bear one thing in mind. This was carved out by hammers and chisels. Now, they would have to have started from a focal point and then continued from there, because if they started at various parts without a drawing, it would never have worked.
I was in Dell's chat yesterday,
right,
asking my own questions. Got like a complete what?
So it's hard.
Okay.
The construction
Live
method is
yesterday.
kind of hard to get headed in. This is the highest point, so I'm guessing they started from here. And then how they made it, I have no idea. And it's hard to imagine there's No mortar involved.
Look at this place.
How could they have chiselled that out of a rock?
Incredible.
Even the stairs. And look how intricate this is. To start at the top and work your way down.
Carved it out of the rock.
Really? I don't think so somehow. These are the entrances to some of the caves.
Oh yeah, the timeline's completely messed up, man.
I don't know what these are
I don't believe
supposed to
any
be
of it.
lines or something. I don't know.
Especially when it comes to dates and stuff like that. Look, this is
They
all
don't
carved
get
out.
Lines were mean. They're from Africa, not India.
African line.
So I don't think they're lines. They don't face a line either. So
The question is this like a north, south, east, west thing going on here? This is like Mount Meru plain we reside on. Could be, could be.
oh, I don't know what they are. Unbelievable. Signaled by dreams, sustained by
You think it's like a sandstone, Chills? You think this is like a sandstone? I.e. the remnants of an ancient tree? Because if it's sandstone, this would actually be quite easy to carve out. It would still take a lot of time and a lot of manual hours of work, obviously. You know, and you've got to be quite skilled as well. But it's sandstone, which is quite soft. So it's a possibility, but I'm sure some of this is granite. Sure of it. Because this building's fascinated me for years. It's just the way they did it. They had the tech, yeah.
I think, how did they do this? You look at intricate.
Yeah, and then you got Lev's theory that this was actually carved when it was actually wood, and then it was petrified, which is an interesting theory as well. Got to admit, that's a different way of looking at it. I like. It was actually wood, then petrified, which is, yeah.
Having a hard time believing the
Look at
story
this.
of how it was built.
Art Earth likes that carved wood theory. Yeah, it's a very interesting way of thinking about it, to be honest.
Perfect.
Flats, yes, they were uneducated imbeciles that didn't know anything about.
But
look at this, though. Look at the way it's been done. You can see exactly the way they've done it as well.
Just defies belief. These are the
A few Dremels had to on the go, yeah.
Carved into the stone. And I'm guessing.
I mean, that looks like sandstone. That does look like sandstone right there. I'm sure there's parts inside it that are granite. I'm sure of it. I could be wrong.
These animals again.
Look at the.
Look anything like lions.
Wow.
This is the top.
How intricate some of that is.
There are more animals here. I'm Would you believe this was carved with hammers and chisels?
Phenomenal. They've got some amazing structures in India. India's got some incredible structures, ancient structures. I think some of the oldest, right, are in India.
From the top down, with such precision.
But this place is different because it's literally carved out of the rock. It's one piece of rock. No separate blocks. It's just carved out of it.
Before power tools. I mean, depending who you ask.
Hey, Chris.
It dates back to
SFE in the house.
Anything from 10,000 years to 5,000
Mine's with
years
the micro and the macro.
I definitely love to go and visit this.
You look at it from that angle.
Carved out a single rock.
It's just insane.
I don't think so.
Absolutely.
I think there must have been some...
So this was like all one piece, right? And they must have carved out like a 2 meter, 3 meter, 2-3 meters. Then they just had like one piece carved out with like the perimeter carved out first. That's how I think they must have done it. that's just an insane way to build something.
Technology beyond your comprehension. I just think it's unbelievable. Right, and that's the topmost part. And this bit's broke.
Yeah, there's a disconnect. They've disconnected generation from that. Well, generations, I say, from nature. That disconnected. Yeah, that definitely leaves like a schism in the psyche of people. It really does.
Ceiling. And these pillars. And all these figures. One rock. Right.
Are you still here, Del? Flats and Nachi want to talk to you.
Unbelievable.
I don't think it's been 10 minutes yet. I'm not sure.
And the walls are full of these reliefs. How is this done? I'm not buying the hammer chisel theory.
I'm not either, Rebel. I'm not either. Unless if it's sandstone, it might be possible. But if it's some sort of, if it's a kind of granite, if there's granite in there, you know, well then, yeah, that's different. That's completely different. But, you know, some of it looks like sandstone, some of it doesn't.
Well, let me know what you think. I think it's unbelievable. And I definitely think that there's some technology beyond our comprehension. I am not buying the hammer chisel theory. Not for
if it was sandstone, I would have expected more erosion. Yeah, that's a good point, Chris. Or are you looking at the erosion? Because it is quite smooth and rounded, isn't it? A lot of the stuff.
Oh,
It is
thanks for
quite.
watching.
Are we looking at the erosion?
Please
Or
comment.
would you expect more erosion, Chris? Yeah, he's good. Check out Rebel Without a Pause. Check out his channel. Does some good vids.
Well, this might be a good conversation
I don't know what this
starter.
is.
Do
This is
you
flat out
believe the
truth.
Earth is a sphere? The answers you get might surprise you.
The curving horizon, the sloping sea level, the spin of the Earth.
Curving horizons. You see what they showed. Curving horizon. Said, no. There is perspective. Like the highest cloud is always above your head. It comes down to the horizon comes up. Then they give you a shot of water straight after this.
The sloping sea.
There. Sloping seas, right? Listen to the language they're using. Seas don't slope. This is actually level. You observe it and it looks like it's ramping up. It's optical.
Sea level, the spin of the Earth. Unless you can see these phenomena with your own eyes, they may not be true. Unlike
Hey,
what
Rethink, what's
told in
up? What's
school,
up?
The Earth looks like a snow globe, round but not sphere. The North Pole is at the center of most flat Earth maps, with the ice of Antarctica holding everything in.
The round or spherical Earth theory is propagated by some conspiracy.
And the number of people who think so is growing. Thousands, if not millions of people believe the world is flat.
And it's the subject of tonight's special report. WCIA3's Aaron Eads is here with us now. And Aaron, as far as conspiracy theories go, flat Earth theory is actually getting pretty popular.
Yeah, the number of people who believe the Earth is
Conspiracy. The physical properties of water, not a conspiracy. It's a fact. It's a fact it needs to be contained. It's a fact the surface is always level. It's a fact it can't support itself. These are facts. These are things right in front of your eyes. There's no conspiracy, there's no theory when it comes to the water.
is actually growing. Scientists might have an idea of why that is, and it's worth talking about. And what better place to do
Hey,
so than
trouble
one of the
about. How's it
flattest
going?
places in the country, right here in central Illinois. It doesn't get much flatter than
It doesn't
this.
matter. It doesn't matter, trouble. If there's a light source at Antarctica, it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't mean the Earth is a sphere if there's a light source at Antarctica. Because if it's a plane, that just means there's a light source there at that part of the plane. It doesn't mean the Earth's a sphere. Far from it. To say, water tells you it's not a sphere. Don't need to look up at the sky, lights up in the sky. We've got something tangible right down here that we can test. Don't need to look at lights in the sky. Test water. Water will always tell you it needs to be contained. How does this stuff stick to the exterior of an object while it's spinning? No, absolutely not. Then you've got to start invoking your nonsense gravity and around and around we go.
Geological survey data shows Douglas County is the flattest county in Illinois, which is the second flattest state in the whole country. On a clear day, it seems like you can see forever, but you can't. Through the eyes of a person of an average height, the horizon is about 3 miles away. But that's it. You can go up higher to see a greater distance, but you'll never be able to see the whole world no matter how high you get. But there are ideas that this is a sham. NASA, a fraudulent organization bent on siphoning your tax dollars. The moon landing didn't happen.
Those iconic blue marble images seen from space, fakes.
You start seeing words like composite or animation or something that tells you this is not an actual photograph
of the Earth. The biggest concern with the flat Earth movement is how fast it's gaining steam. Scientists are worried that flat Earth could become a political issue like climate change, vaccination, or evolution. Guys.
All right, fascinating stuff. All right, Aaron, thank you.
Very interesting.
Well, new this morning, all our lives, we've been taught that there's little doubt that the Earth is round, of course. We've seen the images from space, but not everyone's really convinced.
There's a whole group of people who are not convinced. Some common themes are the Earth is not a sphere, as you said. It's not moving. We are not spinning on an axis or revolving around anything. And biblical literalists believing the Earth and everything we see when we look up in the sky exists in sort of a dome. That's the belief of organizer Robbie Davidson. He does believe that mainstream science deliberately hides a creator or God. And he says it's become taboo to question science.
They become authority figures that are so high, you can't even question them. And I think it's dangerous for anybody to be at a point where they can't be questioned or critiqued or looked into.
Is Robbie Davidson still about? Does he still do the Flat Fest and all that? Because I'm sure he was part of that, wasn't he? Or the first ones, I'm sure he was. Oktoberfests, or they are.
The billboard for the convention just went up along E470.
People can go there, be uninhibited about their beliefs, what they think. They can discuss it openly and freely.
As a pilot and engineer, Bob used to think it was crazy. So what about astronauts?
The space shots are actually shot in a swimming pool, and they are shot in a place that's called the NASA Neutral Buoyancy Lab, okay? And in this Neutral Buoyancy Lab, they have a full-size mock-up of the ISS.
NASA calls it their...
Nachi, if you go onto Dell's one of Dell's lives, he's got his email address at the top. So you could probably contact Dell through email. You just got to go to one of his lives and just get his email address.
Neutral Buoyancy Lab. It's just behind Ellington Field here and is becoming an important source of new revenue. NASA's Neutral Buoyancy Lab simulates space underwater. In a pool 4 stories deep and so wide, we saw astronauts floating on one full-size International Space Station
Okay,
replica.
Nashi, cool.
Bob knows this is controversial. He welcomes debates and says,
Yo, Tommy,
investigate yourself, do your own research. That's what matters.
We watched your video
if you are
earlier.
curious
Nice.
about the international conference, make sure to visit us on.
Your little babies are coming on nice, mate. Coming on nice. I like the setup as well. Is that your light? Is it an FCE 3000? It looked like one.
Online, we have more information there at cbsdenver.com. Live in Denver, Jamie Leary covering Colorado First.
But I would say that people should have a better understanding of why it is they believe what they believe. The answer really is because all the smart people say so. And that should never be your baseline of why you think something is or is not true. I did not think I'd get applause for that, by the way. That was nice.
So Buck just said the Earth is flat. That is freaking me out. All right.
It's not a way to make friends and you know, impress your family, because if they're not willing to look, they're going to think you're crazy.
And many attending the conference here say the theory has really gained popularity over the past few years, enough popularity where they can hold conferences like this. One factor of the growing popularity may be the coverage in the media. It became a hot topic recently when Duke's very own Kyrie Irving came out and claimed he believes the Earth is flat.
Kyrie is my little brother. He's my all-star point guard, superstar point guard, and if he decides he wants to say the Earth is flat, then so be it. So he's an interesting guy, man. And, you know, he believes it. So Kyrie, the Earth is flat, right? Yeah. So whatever. That's news. That's news. There we go.
Earth is flat. There's no concrete information except for the information that they're giving us. They're particularly putting you in a direction of what to believe and what not to.
Is this like a long troll game? Are we being trolled?
I don't think we're being trolled because if you want to talk about anything that's scientific, two things must be met. Is it reliable and is it valid? I just got off of a flight from Connecticut seeing my daughter, and this is a reliable... She's doing good.
And let me guess, the plane went straight. So
let me just say this, Mama. So I heard Kyrie talking about it, and I said, let me do my own scientific experiment. Let me take a look out this window.
Nope.
At 36,000 feet, I saw the skyline. And you know what I didn't see? A round skyline.
I'm out.
It was flat from the left and I went on the other side of the plane, it was flat on the right. Kyrie done broke it down.
You may have seen it on your way to work or school or just driving around. A new billboard has some people thinking about the Earth.
Long troll game by NASA and the governments. Yeah, that's right, Nachi.
Greg Argos is here with
Spot
more on
on.
the movement.
Absolutely
Just
spot
yesterday,
on.
in fact, this billboard, a digital billboard unveiled yesterday, and it's calling into question a theory most of us have accepted, that the Earth, of course, is round. But those behind this billboard say, well, we've all been tricked.
A long
NASA's
con, yeah.
pictures and spacewalks showing a curved Earth are all made up.
Projecting.
Drivers heading eastbound on the Schuylkill already battle some serious traffic. But now there's another distraction slowing them down, and it's just 100 feet above their heads. Sandwiched between two insurance ads is this bold 3-word billboard, Research Flat Earth. And for at least the next week, this ad will be blocking drivers' attention.
Next we have the, oh yes it is, it's a flat Earth after all.
Oh, wow.
Always a fan favorite. This float celebrates flat Earth theory that is spreading.
See, this is the psyop. They're rolling out the psyop here. No one actually believes this. Well, some people do, if you're stupid enough to fall for the psyop. Believe in planets, you're probably going to believe in discs. Right? You've got to get both of these out of your mind's eye, because none of them are true. Planet in space and the disc in space. I keep saying this is a realm.
Ironically, around the world. What do you think the flat Earth is?
Thing in outer space.
It's a flat world after all.
Top 6 answers on the board. We asked 100 men, what would you do if your beautiful date told you the Earth was flat?
Laugh at her.
Laugh at her.
Tell her she lying.
Tell her she lying. Pass the point.
We'll play.
Let's play. All right, Sarah. We talked to 100 men. What would you do if your beautiful date told you the Earth was flat?
I hope he'd agree with me.
Agree with her. I would. I just met you. We're on a date. You fine. You tell me the Earth flat. That's cool. I agree.
I mean, it's your turn.
I think I'm going to solve it.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, the Earth looks pretty flat to me.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. Why risk it?
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Flat Earth and Coffee. I am your host, Bobby Thompson, and in this episode, we're going to be discussing
The flats or Nachi. This guy's quite interesting.
Science communicator, science educator.
You can get an interview or
really
a chat with this guy.
This
guy's quite
She
interesting.
has released several Flat Earth videos.
What's his name?
where she
Flat Earth
goes
and
on
Coffee.
to insult the daylights out of flat earthers. And as you
know
can
him.
witness here, just from the name of her last video, "Why Flat Earthers Scare Me," which is an interesting choice of title. Not just dumb, but dangerous. And Sabina, I realize English is not your first language, but just so you're aware, dumb implies stupid. There's another word that starts with an R. Those three are pretty much synonymous. It implies that you lack the capacity to learn, whereas uneducated or ignorant are two terms you could use that would be less offensive. It just implies that you're unaware. So I realize you're still expanding your vocabulary. You may want to consider that if you're going to be communicating science to people.
I don't know how phones work.
Cool, Nachi, cool.
You could give me a call on your phone or get someone to give me a call. Maybe I can help you out once they get us on the phone together.
I would like to hear that.
I don't know how phones work. Calculated.
I'm just going to make a drink, guys. We'll be back in a sec.
Calculated.
Calculated. I think you're trying to say calculated. I was sorry. I was
Calculated.
Misunderstood. Calculated. Okay.
But first I have to tell you what flat earthers actually believe and how they got there.
Okay, let's see.
What do we believe?
An alternative is the so-called bipolar model, where both poles are on the disk, surrounded by water that's held by a rim of something, maybe ice or rocks.
So a flat disk with two poles on the same side. That's interesting. I've seen like every video, every Facebook group, every meme, but I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of podcasts, and that's a new one for me. I'd be curious, what your source was on that.
Calculated. They mostly agree, though, that gravity does not exist and that the observations we normally attribute to gravity come instead from the upward acceleration of the flat Earth.
We mostly agree that, huh? That gravity comes from upward acceleration of flat Earth. That's interesting.
Calculated.
I've never seen a flat earther believe that. Anyone who has had flat Earth described to them has never had that to describe to them. Nobody. Like I've never met anyone. I mean, I've been in this community and I've watched,
calculated,
again, podcast after podcast, meme after meme, Facebook group after Facebook group. Just being in the community, I've never, ever, ever heard that, except for Flat Earth Society, which everyone knows is a mockery of Flat Earth and was there as, we say it's there as a psyop.
Calculated.
And it's the one that every researcher defaults to.
Calculated.
You can only find one source, and that's interesting because there are thousands of sources, and you just ended up at the Flat Earth Society. I find that so coincidental, and that all of your research was done at one source. So for someone who has a PhD and should know how to do research, I find that interesting.
Calculated. To get the day-night cycle to be noticeable, you have to shrink the sun and move it closer to the Earth.
Interesting. So you made the sun basically a flashlight, which is interesting. I've never seen that.
Calculated.
In any like model or diagram, whatever word you want to use for that, anything depicting our model. But I like how you made it a flashlight. I like the sizing you did of it. That's an interesting size, how you made it like an eighth the size of the Earth.
Calculated.
And you put the Earth in space amongst stars. So no gaslighting there at all.
Calculated.
Interesting. So nobody believes that. Nobody. Everything you're showing, nobody believes. I'm really waiting for the good stuff here.
And no one has ever successfully predicted solar eclipses on a flat Earth. Calculated.
All right, that's a bold claim right there. So for someone who is out there touting that they're a PhD and that they know how to do research and that we don't know how to do research and we don't understand science, that's a bold claim. We're going to have to dig into that one.
Calculated.
So you could ignore the title or the search term or not. I don't care if you do. Does NASA use Saros cycles to predict eclipses? This came from NASA's website. The Saros series, also known as the Saros cycle, I'm injecting that, is a period of 223 lunar months that has been used to predict eclipses for thousands of years. Thousands. That's plural. That's not 1,000, but at least thousands.
Calculated.
And they're still accurate today. You're welcome to research that. For brevity's sake, again, do some of your own research.
Calculated.
Who discovered Saros cycles? Babylonian astronomers. Babylonian astronomers about 2 millennia BC.
I don't know how phones work.
Okay, so who were the Babylonians? What did they believe? Did Babylonians believe?
Yeah, Natchy's on fire at the moment.
Calculated.
Some
the
great
early
lives.
ancient Greeks, Sumerians, Babylonians, Egyptians, and Vikings all believed that the Earth was flat, disk, or plane surrounded by water. Interesting. That's the first Google result, as is every result, as is all of them. Yes, I just took the top one. You saw what I searched for. Do the search yourself. There's no dispute.
Calculated.
And if there were,
calculated.
Just a quick slide of what the Babylonians cosmology, what they believed in. Who proposed the spherical Earth? I think this is undisputed. Pythagoras, 500 BC. 500 BC, one guy raised his hand and said, I think, this was a heretic at the time, this is a nut job, this is a guy who raised his hand and said he thought the Earth was a sphere. So what?
Calculated.
By default, ergo, we can extract from that everyone thought the Earth was flat, right? I think that's a safe assumption to make, although it's indisputed and we can prove it in many, many, many ways, right? But if you need more proof, go out and read the Enuma Elish. It's the Sumerian, Babylonian, Akkadian creation story. It's akin to our Bible, and it goes on to say how Marduk killed Tiamat, which is female dragon, and he cut her in half and used one half of her to fashion the sky like a tent out over the second part, which he used of her body to use to form the flat land. So go out and read it. Just read the Enuma Elish. It's on YouTube. You can audiobook it.
I don't know how phones work.
So there's no argument as to who the Babylonians were, what their cosmological beliefs were, as what everyone's beliefs were until recent. Yeah, Saros cycles was invented by flat earthers, and flat earthers were predicting eclipses for thousands
I've been listening in on the mission. Big ups,
Not
love
just
it, love
dumb,
man,
but dangerous. Again, dumb, bad choice of words for someone trying to come across as an intellect. Most intellects.
So he's missioning out. He's on a mission.
Calculated.
It's not a quality of educated people. So that's a very degrading title.
They can't really agree on where the continents are or how many there are.
That's a new argument to me. I didn't know flat earthers are out there disputing how many continents there are. I hadn't heard of that one.
Calculated.
As far as we can't agree.
When did this happen?
I wouldn't say that we can't agree. I'd say
I'm gonna have to go back. Was Dell live yesterday? And you went on there and you've had a back and forth. Is that what's happened? I'll have to go and check it out.
Speculate? I think that would be a better term, right? We don't need to just when we falsify science, that doesn't mean we have to replace it, right? We don't have our own Lorian system. We can't afford one. I think it would
calculate it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the infrastructure to and the money to do that or the organization. So maybe one day.
Calculated. For starters, you must believe that most of physics is wrong. Calculated.
Physics has been nothing but wrong. The models and the beliefs have changed constantly. Most people still believe in Newtonian gravity. They still think gravity is a force, and are completely unaware that Newtonian gravity was replaced by Einsteinian gravity, which isn't a force and just is the bending and warping of space-time. And then you have to have contracting and expanding of physical objects and all this crazy stuff. But
calculated.
We're going to defer to Michio Kaku here. In cosmology, we are off by a factor of 10 to 120. This is the largest mismatch between theory and experiment in the history of science. So he went on to expand in there, which I clipped some of this out.
Calculated.
That 10 to the 2 was bunk science. 10 to the 2 is bunk, meaning it is a joke. You're so off, it's like it's not even science at that point in time. It's just you're wrong. So what does it mean if you're off by 10 to the 120? And why did he direct that at the entire field of cosmology? And why did he call out cosmology? He's saying that cosmology is of all sciences is the worst science. And it's so bad it's a joke. It's almost like he was trying to use scientific talk to be honest, right? Because that's what people do. It's
I don't know how phones work.
That's the in thing nowadays.
But then lots of people also believe that an omniscient being keeps track of who they have sex with.
Dang, she jabbing it at everyone now. If you believe in a god, she just compared you to a flat earther. And I don't know if you caught that, but this whole video and all her videos have just been jabbing at flat earthers, saying they're the dumbest, lowest,
calculated
duckweed bottom feeders out there, right? So she just compared you to anyone who believes in a god. So again, if you believe in a god,
calculated,
or you're a flat earther, you dumb, you stupid, you R-word. All right.
A recent representative poll in North America found that 5% think the Earth is flat, and another 6%
wasn't a back and forth, mate.
Quite
it
sure.
Was a one-way traffic.
That's I don't know, 5%.
A recent
doesn't sound like a lot. How many people live in North America? Well, and I took the top results in Google just to show I'm not skewing anything. As of 2016, it was 580 million in North America.
Wow.
Calculated.
So I suppose you had everyone in the chat as well going at you as well, Ches, probably.
It is 5%, 29 million. Now these are her statistics. If she's the researcher, she's the PhD. I'm using her numbers. We have to assume that she knows how to research, but if she does,
calculated,
that'd be 29 million flat earthers. And that'd be another 30, we can round up, I think, safely to 35 million.
Calculated.
Who aren't sure. They're confused at this point because they're seeing some pretty darn good explanations from the flat earth community.
Calculated.
So
calculated.
Yeah, that's about 65 million people that either think it's flat or
okay. There's cheers,
sure
Nancy, for that.
Calculated.
How many Brazilians believe the Earth is flat? Well, in 2023, about 20% in people surveyed in Brazil said they agreed with the sentence, the Earth is flat.
I don't know how phones work.
How many Brazilians? 215 million.
Calculated.
What is 20% of 215 million? 43 million Brazilians alone. That didn't even take into account those that don't know what it is. Those are the ones that think it's flat. So if you think you're part of some minority, no, you're just part the minority.
Iron sub
What it
last
is
year.
it might be a minority, may not. Honestly, we don't even know if these are just the admitted numbers.
Calculated.
Most people are scared to speak out because of this lady who has associated people with being dumb,
Calculated.
ignorant, lacking the capacity to learn, less intelligent than others.
Calculated.
And look how in her last video, she throws up birds aren't real. She never discusses it, right? This is a subliminal, well, in your face, but it was a message that was subliminally sent saying, this is the same group as flat earthers. Well, anyone who knows, if you've researched birds aren't real movement, it wasn't a real movement. It was started as a joke, and anyone that ever heard it knew it was a joke, and it wasn't embraced by the flat earth community, although there are, believe it or not, trolls that go in and post that act like they are in all media channels just to poison the well, right? I've never spoke to a flat earther. I've never seen anyone that claimed to be one. I've never met any this, but do you see how she just put it on the screen? Why was it there? She never mentioned it, right? It was to associate the two.
I don't know how phones work. Someone somehow did manage to actually calculate when the sun will rise and when solar eclipses will occur. And those were not the people who believe that the Earth is flat.
She dang near had an aneurysm trying to get that out. But you know what I think, Sabina? I think someone
she looks like she's having it right now. Look at her face.
And by my calculations, that's you.
Calculated.
I hope you enjoyed the video.
Mine's so closed off. So closed off.
I don't know how phones work.
Never be able to see it.
When one.
Okay, guys. Last one from Leo.
Today we're going to see the
I think we've seen
departure
this
of
one.
the SpaceX Dragon capsule as it leaves the International Space Station. Problem is, about 250 meters out, the single SpaceX Dragon capsule becomes 4. Look.
The Dragon vehicle is now a little more than 250 meters away from the space station and continuing
Station Houston on the Big Loop. Dragon Freedom has exited the keep out sphere. Safe travels, Axiom 3.
And we just heard confirmation that Dragon has exited the keep out sphere. The keep out sphere is an imaginary sphere that is 200 meters in radius around.
The keep out sphere. It's funny you should mention imaginary spheres. I deal a lot online with fantasists who believe in imaginary spheres. Crazy. They call it the globe Earth. Yet every single video they do, every single comment they make, every single thing they cite as proof just proves how silly the globe is. All you need is demonstrable reality and you destroy the globe. Then all you need to do is look at the globe representatives online, look at their content. It's laughable. And then you look at space, well, 1 becomes 4.
Are you on a farm? Are you on a farm, Laura? You got pigs and animals and all that, right?
Dragon capsule, top left. Gonna have a change of camera angle where the Dragon capsule's gonna be at the bottom.
Hey, you're welcome, Brian. You're welcome.
And then it's gonna change to 4
Absolutely
capsules.
welcome.
They're obviously gonna realise something's up, and then they're gonna cut the footage.
Sphere is one of several safety zones set up to govern visiting spacecraft either arriving or departing the station.
1.
Oh, I live in the
4.
burbs. Okay.
Your spacecraft have to be configured.
And they cut. Let's come back.
Spacecraft either arriving or departing the station.
Some sort of optical effects, right?
Spacecraft have to be.
Bear with me.
Yeah, we watched this.
Now I've got that on loop with no sound. That's clearly some kind of tech or layering issue there.
You're in the hills, though.
We know for a fact it's all fake anyway, because the globe Earth is impossible. So we know it's fake. We also know it's fake because the environment in which these people
What would that be like?
In a vacuum.
Would that be like countryside in the UK?
Having left so-called an air pressure sphere residing in that vacuum without solid separation, we know they're lying, because to have an air pressure system reside next to a vacuum,
Going on here.
you need solid separation. Another fact. So we know the stories, the original claims.
It shows you that they're editing the image, really, doesn't it?
But you look at space, the mockery continues. The space fans will have their excuses for this. Oh, it's some sort of compression issue where, strangely enough, the
Moonshine country.
The single craft became four in a kind of uniform fashion. Never mind the fact all the other things weren't uniform whatsoever. Don't worry about that.
Do the hills have eyes, or are they alive with the sound of music?
Confused.
That's quite funny, Chen.
Really of a sound, logical mind, which is why it's best to
just having the hills of eyes and the sound of music in the same sentence. Quite funny.
And talk to themselves. That's fine. But lying and misrepresenting is only making it worse for yourself in the long term.
Deliverance, yeah, that's a crazy movie. That
With
is.
regards to me,
Deliverance.
Constantly trying to lie and misrepresent me. It's because they can't refute demonstrable reality. It's crazy. The only thing they clutch onto is space.
And they're having like the banjo,
many others have highlighted.
the banjo like break burn, right?
I mean, one crap.
They both go through it.
Four. Have a good one, everyone.
Hello. Right, okay, guys. I didn't realise it's actually 1:15. Holy smokes! Right, let's do the outro. Go.
We don't need no stinking badges.
Massive shout out to everyone that come in today. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Enjoyed myself today. It's quite chilled and relaxed. Yeah, this vape is the one, by the way. It's the one. I know what I'd be doing if I didn't have this vape. Probably be just swinging from the rafters. Yeah, check. Check on.
Dr. Evil and his needle. Dr. Evil with a master plan, a false vaccine, like a bad dream. The plant's a microchip.
Got a chat score.
The plant's a chip us all to have complete control. The land, the sky, also. Peace like silence in the snow. You're free to do exactly as you're told.
There it is. There it is.
Obey, consume, and die. And up to heaven for your pie up in the sky.
Yeah, cheers, Nachi. Appreciate you coming in, mate.
Believe your lying eyes. Geoengineering, making more than patterns in the skies. from space by satellites. The scientist and mediatrix trying to tell me 2 and 2 is 5. Excuse me while I mention the strategy of tension, mass mind manipulation, psychological operation, the general population hypnotized right in front of your eyes. Drama and lies, look into my eyes. Just a little seed makes a big tree, standing on its own, thriving all alone. Just a little seed makes a big tree, grows so high, gonna touch the sky. Just a little seed makes a big tree, spreads roots deep, branches far and wide. Masonic lockdown in your hometown. Masonic lockdown, can you feel me now? Masonic lockdown, soul shock down, state shakedown, a mass breakdown. Put your muzzle on, get back in your basket, get behind your doors, cause living here is drastic. Dr. Evil and his needle, Dr. Evil with a master plan, a false vaccine, like a bad dream. The plant's a microchip, every woman, child and man. The plant's a chip us all, to have complete control, the land, the sky, or soul. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na.
Hey, me Mark, how you doing?
We're taking things that are, genetically modified organisms and we're injecting them into little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein. But you don't have a choice. People act like you have a choice.
25 years I've been on the force. I've seen every kind
Why,
of
what's
six
that
depraved
happens to
acting
the
known
thingy track?
When I see a black man walk by who has more money than me, I
Isn't it on there?
vomit my gizzards right into the gutter.
Isn't on there for some reason. Why isn't that on there?
No reason.
Just realised it's not
Maybe
on
there's just
there.
a big blue ball out there that's mostly covered with water and we're just going along.
The Vinny Paz track. Where's that gone?
Oh, this is Mo jiggling balls in your mouth all day, every day.
Wow, it's gone. Why is that gone? I haven't taken it off. Vinny Paz track.
We got your new K-Dot record. I know you in traffic. Where you at, baby?
Down Rosecrans, 87 Regal, sipping on a gold can, gun tucked like the fetal position. Top dog coalition, coexisting with the codist, whoever quoted from California district. Been a corner like David Banner, I'm the owner of the marijuana aroma. You smelling, hit a donut, yelling, it's me, bitches. Who did it? I did it. Take them where they can't go. Like planet Venus, leaning like a mad scientist. Laboratory bottles of empty Heineken, telling stories about the ones that came before me. Chinamen squinting inside because I'm blooded. Him, my shine is bigger than a strike of lightning. And they like it him because I like to win. Never lose. Put me on a pedal stool. Bet I pedal victories until I pedal off my shoes. Welcome to the Lions Room. Challenge anybody home. Wanna try they luck, they get fucked up and all you heard was ooh. Say hello to the little big homie. And your reality ain't realer than this, homie. Homie. Homie.
Coffee and a vape. Coffee and vaping. I think I need to find a calf. These calves. So these weird vapors go and sit down and vape and coffee. Right, guys, right. Right, guys, I appreciate everyone coming in. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend, guys. Have a great weekend. Hey, Rethink. I will see you next Thursday. I might even be on. Just depends. Depends how I feel. I might go live again or sometime before next Thursday. I don't know when. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care.